Yeah.
Welcome to OG Talk Media. I'm your host, Angel Sosa.
James Almonte, you already know.
Right into it.
Yo, so we got mad shit going on. We got the House, we got the new vote on the House, McCarthy, whatever. You know more about that shit than me, but what's good?
Nah, your man's already tried like 3 times already, and they keep like, your boy can't get the vote.
They not feeling that though.
But I guess he got a lot of money that he funds a lot of these dudes' campaigns and shit.
Right.
So there's a lot of people that owe him. But like, yo, they're like, yo, they're not having it because he signed on that fucking 1.7 trillion omnibus bill.
Okay.
So they're like, yo, like you wasn't supposed to. Like the thing was a 4,000 page fucking bill, bro.
And that's what they do. That's what they do. They'll put these fucking bills that nobody can fucking read through the whole fucking thing, and they sneak mad bullshit in. And that's how we got to the way we are right now with all these fucking crazy laws, because they got these bills that are like
a whole bunch of money for Ukraine and shit. Like, you know what I mean? A whole bunch of crazy shit going. You seen what happened with Ukraine? Ukraine just bombed some shit like a military, Russian military something.
Yep.
And it was American weapons that the American gave them. So yo, nigga, we about to get into some shit.
The thing is that we're like the state of this country. We're in no position to be supporting nobody right now, man. We got too many problems.
For real.
We like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it would be as if like you like your parent is a crackhead and they're trying to help somebody else out and they got they're a drug addict and shit like that. It's like, nah, you got to clean up your own house at this point, man.
It's like, yo, there's too much things going on. There's a lot of things going on. We got homelessness. We got fucking food prices going through the roof. We got veterans that don't even got places to live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They need medical care. We spending money on nonsense. Our school, our education system sucks.
Horrible.
You know what I'm saying? Our schools are all, decrepit. You know what I'm saying? Shit's just falling apart. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we're spending all this money on all this crazy shit that got nothing to do with us.
And it's wild. It's wild that we're even in this place where we're doing. Like, I mean, it's really gonna take just each one for themselves, basically, man. Just policing ourselves, because if you're trying to leave it to the you gotta almost pretend like they don't even exist, man. Like Washington doesn't even exist, because they do exist, because at one point they're gonna enforce, they're gonna impose themselves in our lives, like they did with the pandemic and whatnot. But you gotta like take ownership of your lives, man. That's the only way.
On another note, the Federal Reserve is going digital.
Forget it. Yeah, you already know.
Remember what we talked about? Yep. They already reserved. They don't know how long it's gonna take for them to implement that.
Yep.
But it's going digital, meaning the money in the bank is going to be useless once that once that goes live.
Yep.
Elon Musk bought GM.
Big news. Big news.
He bought GM. He got Tesla. Yo, I think that dude's the Antichrist, bro.
I've been saying that. He been giving me Antichrist drop vibes, man. The things that he does is like good on one side, but you can see how it can be fucked up on the other side.
He's a weird dude, man.
Yeah.
He's definitely a weird guy.
He's like a decision away from like fucking everything up. He just makes one thing to the left, and we're all fucked if we put too much stock into him. You know what I mean?
It's nuts.
Now, I think everybody's gonna be driving a Tesla.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna definitely at some point everything's gonna transition into electric.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's inevitable. The only problem is we don't have the infrastructure to support the whole country driving electric vehicles.
The problem is that it's not really, because I saw, speaking, we're going to be talking about Andrew Tate, but Andrew Tate said some shit the other day about these electric vehicles is, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to control a population if everybody's driving electric digital cars. They could hit one button and shut the whole everybody down.
They're already doing that. All new cars. From January 1st, all new cars from there on got kill switches.
See?
Look that shit up. Yo, they passed the bill for that. So now if, let's say, you're not in the good graces of the government or the people who control shit, then they could just shut your car off. They could fucking cut your money off because they're going digital.
Right.
Your food sources. So essentially what they're trying to do is create a thing where people are going to get enough money to eat.
Just enough to get by. Yeah. Just enough to think that you're free.
Exactly.
And then they'll fucking,
you're going to know you're not free.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to stop. Like I went to the store, everything's computerized.
Right.
You got one cashier and like 8, 9 registers that are all automated.
Crazy.
Self-checkout.
Crazy.
So it's like we heading towards that thing, man. We got the RoboCop, the RoboCop shit's being released in San Francisco. They're already out. They're already active.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So we got all this kind of stuff going on. You know what I mean? It's only due time where everything's gonna be completely controlled. That's like the camera. Everything's in cameras, man. Everything right now. Everything's in a surveillance state.
We're all recorded. We're recording ourselves.
They're doing
We're
face
being
recognition
recorded.
now.
Yeah,
They storing people's face recognition on Facebook. They scanning all these faces. So everybody, if you have that Facebook or any kind of social media, boom, you're already logged in there.
Speaking of what, well, and we already saw, like, you can't even take any ownership. It's hard. It's you can't. They're trying to make it to where, like, they don't even want us to talk about being strong men. You know what I'm saying?
Or
like any person that goes out there and says, you know what, take ownership, do something like that, they knock them down. Look, Kanye West been missing. He been missing for like 3 weeks. We haven't even heard about him. Nobody knows where he is. Like, his management can't even get to him. Nothing. Nobody knows where he is. Andrew Tate and his brother's in jail right now.
No, they released him.
They released him. I thought they were locked down for 30 days.
They was locked up, and then they let him out. He was back out. And fucking, he had a news reporter.
Yeah.
Seeing him outside, and the nigga was like, "Take a shot with us."
Yeah.
Remember, take a shot with us.
Nah, that shit is old. That's old. That's an old clip.
Yeah, they were saying like, he released it. And after I think, that might be from the other time when he got arrested.
He got arrested. Yeah, that's when he got arrested. Yeah. The thing is that he has a lot of people that do have his back. Like, there's a lot of people that are coming out and saying, like, ex-girlfriends are coming out and saying, yo, he would never do that shit. There's close associates to him that are vouching for him, saying, yo, because it really is crazy for him to do something like this right now, bro. It would be nuts for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think that dude even needs to be doing none of that.
He does.
Like, the dude, like, if it's a situation where, because they're trying to say, like, he was sex trafficking. That
doesn't make any sense.
He's like, bro, the dude got making plenty of dough.
Doesn't make any sense.
He's a celebrity right now.
Like, why would somebody? It doesn't make anybody that has, you know, a couple of brain cells that they could put together knows that doesn't make any sense for that to happen.
Little with that.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that just want confirmation, you know, that just hate him. They probably know it doesn't make sense, but they just want him to go down. They just want him to go down because he's saying the opposite of what their agenda is. Yeah. And there's people that they just don't lack foresight. That lack foresight, man. A lot of these female feminist pundits that are out there and, like, the simps that support them, they don't have any foresight, man. Like, they'll want somebody like that to go down just because he's saying something that they don't necessarily like. But at the end of the day, what he's saying will actually benefits all of us in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Because we're a strong society. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have strong men, these feminists, like, they're done, bro. Like, like, nobody's gonna protect them.
Listen, I said it. A feminist is a feminist while they're young. As soon as they get old, they want to become they want to man.
When they hit that wall.
Yeah, once they hit their 40s and no niggas trying to fuck with them.
They hit that wall, bro.
They gotta fuck with these young niggas. They just want to fucking, you know.
And they just
put them in the pretzel.
Exactly, that's it.
That's it. No relationship. Then the whole feminist. I saw a video of a lady crying, feminist lady crying. This is the end result of all feminists. Yeah. He was like, boom, when you reach this age, nobody wants to be with you. You can't have no kids at 40.
That's it.
You're high risk.
Yeah. Your ovaries are dried up, man.
You're old. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't got no relationship experience.
Right.
So it's like, you got nothing to offer.
Yo, it's crazy, man. And, like, I don't like these females. They get put in a pretzel and they fall in love. They just that's it, bro. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it, but whatever. Do you, like, it's a temporary thing. They're thinking about the moment. They're not thinking about the second and third order of effects when things happen, man. And that's the difference between typically a man that has it together and, you know, a typical female is that a dude is thinking ahead. A dude is thinking 3, 4, 5 steps ahead. We have to think like that. That's the only way that we can survive is if we think like that. So we kind of just as a survival mechanism, we're bred to do that, man. So, you know, we'll see how that. I'm gonna keep up with the Andrew Tate thing. Hopefully, you know, everything pans out.
I mean, it's televised. Yeah. And I mean, when he got arrested, that shit was in every YouTube channel.
The thing is that if he doesn't go to jail, if he comes out of this thing scot free, this dude is gonna be untouchable, my nigga. Yep. Like, they're gonna have to kill him. They're gonna have to kill him.
Yeah, he already mentioned it too.
Yeah,
He's
they're gonna have to pop him,
Bill. Trying to kill me. They're gonna end up killing me.
He's gonna have to. Yeah, he's gonna have to be on some Farrakhan shit with mass.
And I mean, at the end of the day, man, like I think that's the end destination for anybody that's making a stand against what's going on.
If you're too loud and you're too influential, and he said it himself, he can influence an election. When you get too big, man, they gonna make their move, bro. You can't get too big. Like, honestly, just get your money and move in the background, bro. Because it's not worth to take them all on by yourself.
Nah, you gotta form an army.
Yeah,
of like-minded people.
You gotta have an army. Exactly. You gotta have an army
that has funding.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Of course, you can have your opinion and say your things or whatever. I mean, like at this point, we're talking. We're obviously not we're not in the same category as most of the country.
Exactly.
Right now. They believe in this crap.
Exactly.
But we don't have the financial power. And our voices aren't really, reaching out a large amount of mass.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we're not a threat yet. But once it gets to that level, then it becomes some shit where it's like, all right, we got to start putting that money away and doing this shit from undisclosed locations.
Exactly. In a bunker somewhere, some shit.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the time of it. Like I watch a guy named Bear.
Yeah.
And a Bear is always in a underground shelter. He's got his shit. He's got his bunker. Yeah. He sells like medical supplies, like for wartime shit, like trauma kits.
Yeah.
And the nigga be always on some shit, like in the bunker. He's like, hey, we are from the bunker. Niggas like,
that dude's already in the revolution.
Yeah, and then they got like a whole wall full of guns and shit.
That dude is already
he's on his shit. You know what I mean? That's the guy I was telling you that he got like some sheeps and shit that they graze a certain area. Then after that, he moves into another little spot they graze, and he keeps them in rotation.
Hey, maybe you know what? You seen that shit with the solar flare that I sent you?
I saw it earlier.
Yo,
listen, it's like
anything's possible at this point.
It's like what else can we pile on to this shit? You know what I'm saying? What more can we pile on to this shit? Listen, it's so funny, bro. It's so funny, right? I've been listening to a lot of crazy shit, like not crazy shit, but like I've been reading a lot into Nikola Tesla.
Yeah.
Nikola Tesla believed in this thing called the 369
gotcha. Yep.
frequencies and all that, right? So everything in the universe could be manipulated by using the certain frequencies and using the 369.
Yep.
So I was watching this shit, right? And I'm like, yo, this shit is bugged out. Like, boom. So I'm listening to the frequencies, like the tuning forks.
Right.
Yeah. Boom. So there's certain frequencies that your body alert your body to self-heal.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to this shit. I'm like, yo, this shit is bugged out.
Yeah.
Another guy, I'm watching this shit. So all the videos they got to do with anything like that start popping up. I start going into some crazy videos.
Yeah.
Niggas opening portals, nigga, with fucking tuning forks.
All of that shit is real, bro.
So I'm like,
yeah.
Then I saw a video of an airplane flying. And you could hear the people in the plane like, yo, like, what the fuck is that? Yo, whoa. Yeah. Then niggas filming it. Big ass circle with some like bioluminescent shit around it in the sky.
Right.
They're like, yo, what the fuck is that? Yo, boom, like a portal, bro.
Yeah. No, I seen there was this mad shit floating around. I seen some shit on the other day. It was old NBA clips, like dudes playing basketball, and in it, I don't even know who the player was, but he's dribbling the ball, and you could see. I don't know if they doctored. I don't think it was doctored. I really don't. But he's dribbling the ball. And he's like, he's hyped up. And in it, you can see his arm get longer to reach the ball.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like some shit like it got like twice the length. Like that. And then the other one, the dude went to dunk. And you see his hand go inside the basketball. And he just stopped. He just stopped. He stopped. Like he was about to dunk. He just stopped because he was like, oh shit, this is some wild shit.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't put nothing. I mean, like, you got to remember, man, the government is fucking around with a lot of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, they had, like, this, like, if you read that book, Behold the Pale Horse, that nigga have top secret footage of fucking, pictures of UFOs and shit that they recovered.
Right.
and the way they were structured inside, and like even an alien being that they had that they was fucking dissecting to see the organs and all this crazy shit. So this is shit that's like it's not far fetched. I mean, like at this point, bro, I believe anything, bro.
Anything can happen. There's a lot of stuff that they kept from us. They want us to think that we're not as powerful and unique as what we really are.
Well, they probably, it's not even that. I think it's to the point where it's like knowledge is power.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So if I keep you uninformed, then you're never gonna be as smart as me.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have the ability that I have.
They have
because
the
I already
advantage.
know that the shit is real, and you don't. You're
Yep.
still questioning it.
Yep.
You think what I'm saying? So it's kind of like Masons.
Yep.
Masons believe in that shit. You got degrees.
Right.
33rd degree. The niggas know all kind of crazy shit that the
low ones don't.
niggas don't know nothing about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's kind of and that's the whole mystery of that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like damn.
It's all about you know Hermeticism. You ever
Yes,
study Hermeticism?
yes.
And like the 7 laws. There's like 7 laws. I mean, you know, that it's like real deep. Like you gotta get into that shit like 3 and 4 or 5 times and to like really absorb that
on
shit.
to that? Prodigy.
Yeah.
Prodigy went to jail, came back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is that about?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, I think people need to like research and read things and not take everything for face value. Like do some research, you know what I mean, and figure things out. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that we don't know about. If it's something that you question, research it.
The thing is that there's things that get in the way, and we come from a background where like, you know, we grow up smoking, drinking, and all of that shit gets in the way. All of that shit gets in the way. Like you
And
can't.
bad company.
Yeah, bad company, bad vibes get in the way. People that have negative energy that don't want that don't want to elevate. All of that shit gets in the way. So to you, it might not be real because in your reality, because of what you put in your body and who you surround yourself in, it's impossible for you to get there. But if you go to like the Shaolin monks, them dudes is clean and all they do is train and they training their bodies. They doing all kinds of wild stuff. You see what kind of crazy stuff that they do. So it's possible, and what they can do, anybody can do it. It's just that you got to put yourself to do it. You got to put yourself.
You got to have the discipline.
Exactly, because it requires discipline.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the main thing to everything is the lack of discipline.
Yep.
You can't. I mean, niggas know there's certain things that you can't eat that are bad for you, and niggas still do it. Niggas know smoking is bad for you, they still do it. Niggas know drinking is not good for you, but they still do it. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes a lot of people use it as a method to relax, to
crutch,
to get the stress off from the day.
And that's what it is. We put out the life is so stressful that we look for ways to escape it. But I'm really like back into my faith and back and you know I'm into Islam and God doesn't want you escaping it, bro. Like
you gotta deal with it.
You gotta deal with it. You gotta be like Bruce Lee got a good quote. Don't ask for easy life. Ask to be strong to deal with a hard life, man.
Yep.
You gotta be strong. You gotta like choose strength, man. Choose strength every day, man. Straight up.
That's like the hard times create hard men.
Yep.
Hard men create easy life.
Yep.
Easy life creates weak men.
Exactly. And then that's the cycle. That's the cycle that we're in.
You know what I'm saying? And we're going through the hard cycle right now.
Yeah,
and we got a lot of weak men.
We do have a lot of weak dudes out there right now. We got a lot of weak dudes, and the reason why your woman don't respect you or you can't get her to submit to you is because there's something in your character that she picks up on that says, all right, I could disrespect this dude on some kind of a level. There's a lie that you're saying that maybe you're not even aware that you're saying it. There's something in your character that's a little fugazi.
Yeah, your frequency's off.
That she's picking up, because you gotta understand, females are feelers. They don't necessarily know what it is, but they know something. You know what I'm saying? They're picking up on something. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that your shit is right. Because if you're right, she going to fall in line, man. And if she's not, get her out of it. Because if she's not, you're going to get her out of there. Because you're right. Because you're not going to want nobody around you that's like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
you gotta fucking. I mean, this is the time right now for awakening, bro. I think people need to start waking up, leave all them bad habits behind,
exactly,
and push forward and get their life straight. You know what I'm saying?
Like
everything from like I was talking to my mother.
Yeah.
And my mother was telling me she went to go register her car at the DMV and shit, and some ticket from like 2000, I don't know, 2000 something, 2009, 2008 or something.
Yep.
Popped up, and she's like, "Yo, I've been registering cars for like a couple of years after that. Why is that popping up?" So I was telling her, I'm like, "Listen, the way the future's looking, you gotta cross all your T's and dot all your I's, bro." I had a thing on my BCI for graffiti.
Wow.
Some dumb shit that was supposed to be taken off a year after when it happened.
Yeah.
Because I was a minor. That shit was still in my thing, but they didn't have it and they didn't have that information in the court records. And so when I went to the court, like Doran Street, there was like, we don't even have that on file. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, but so who do I go to, because it's coming up on my BCI,
right? And
I want to get that out of there. Right. So she's like, oh, you got to contact these people. I had to do a whole bunch of running, but I got to resolve, got it taken off. My shit's clean now. Same thing with my driver's license. I was like, yo, I be on my shit. Like, yo, boom, every so often I go on the DMV, pay the $20-something and get a copy of my shit. Right. So I know there's nothing fraudulent on my shit. Right. Boom, my shit is straight. Same thing with the credit. I'm like, fuck that. I got to fix my credit. My credit is immaculate. Where I could be like, yo, there ain't nothing that could stop. You know what I mean? That could close any doors on me. Yeah. So, and mind you, my shit was messy. My whole youth was messy. Right. You know what I'm saying? All of us shit. but you get to a point where it's like you realize, like, damn, son, like having good credit is the difference between $1,000 to $2,000 being kept in my pocket versus me having to pay that in fees and shit to rent. Let's say if I'm buying a car, I'm financing a car. Having a person that has good credit will probably pay $2,000 less than me because I got bad credit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because my interest rate is going to be through the roof because you're a higher risk. Yep. So it's like, yo, these are things that we take for granted. We don't realize it because we don't fucking, that's all we know. And it's an artificial shit. Like, none of this shit you're supposed to pay for. Like, the earth is abundant, bro. Like, you grow food, the shit grows from the ground, bro. And they got us fucking slaving to feed some artificial fucking system that doesn't do anything for us. Like, here's the thing with having a digital world, living under the digital system. They could put anything in your record. Anybody that has access to a computer, that knows how to fuck with it, could put anything on anybody's record, bro. At any time you could get jammed up. Any single time, bro. Bro, it's we're going into fully digital. Yeah, it's fucking fully nuts. Digital. Like I'm into crypto. Yeah. So I got some money invested in crypto. I got Shiba Inu and shit, which is forecasted to go through the roof sometime this month. So these are things that you gotta, like, boom, all right, boom. If that shit hits, boom, I'm good. I'm a millionaire or whatever. You know what I mean? So then I'll grab, boom, and throw that money into, let's buy a big ass fucking plot of land and start building on it. And fucking build fucking brick walls all around that shit. Yeah. A fort. You dig what I'm saying? That's the time I'm on. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because what else am I gonna do with it? Yeah. Like, what am I saying? They're gonna switch that shit over soon, where that money's not gonna be worth nothing. The only thing that you're gonna do, you gotta have land, bro. You gotta be controlling land. You gotta have land, and you gotta have some sort of form of business where it could generate you money without you having to leave your house. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where you could just be like, yo, whatever it is that you create. You don't even have to own the land. You got to control the land, bro. Yeah. You got to control the land. Yeah, no, I want to own it. Yeah. I want to own it. I want to control it, but own it. I just got to, I know they got these plans and all this shit that's going on, but I don't know, man. It's just crazy. It can't go down. It can't go down the way that they fucking think it's gonna go down. No, there's gonna definitely be resistance. It can't go down like that. There's gonna be a lot of resistance, but you gotta also take into consideration a lot of people, like all these guys that are locked up. Yeah, they're done. Yeah. If shit comes down to a shit where it's a controlled thing, unless they need them to work. Yeah. Those dudes are gonna get eliminated. Right. You know what I mean? Because now we got to feed you, we got to house you, we got to do all this shit. Yeah. Yo, eliminate them. These are niggas could revolt on us. They already revolted. They already revolted with the society from the previous society. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? So they look at us like these are the dudes that are going to be revolting. So we got to eliminate them. Right. Then boom, projects, eliminate them. Listen, when I used to live in Manton Projects.
Right.
And I used to tell niggas, we used to have these deep talks. I say, yo, this shit's crazy, right? But analyze this shit. This is how I be thinking. I'm like, what if all this shit underneath all these buildings, this shit has got bombs?
They just already put bombs underneath this shit.
Bro,
at any time.
What's a project?
Yeah. It's a prison, bro. It really is.
What's a project?
Yeah.
Put a whole bunch of low-income niggas in the building where them niggas are stressed out. You got baby moms fucking throwing you out and calling the cops on you all the time.
Man negative
because she's on welfare.
Man
she's getting a
negative
check so
energy.
she don't need you.
Yeah.
So then you got the liquor store right in the front of the projects.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got guns, drugs, everything available to you.
Yo, what if you realize that everything that they've ever taught us in school was a lie, bro? Everything. How about African Americans didn't even come from Africa, bro?
Yeah.
They've been here. They from here, bro.
Listen,
they from here. They Cherokee Indians, most of them,
funny?
bro.
You know what's funny? My client's African, right?
Yeah.
And his mother's African.
Yeah.
And we be talking and shit. And I be like, I actually enjoy talking to her because I get a whole different insight on shit. Like we was talking and shit, and it's like, yo, like people don't understand. Like no matter where people are, if you're Caribbean, your cultures are very similar, bro.
Yeah.
Like she says things that remind me of Dominican Republic.
We're African because we're African.
So we're talking, right? And I'm like laughing and shit. I don't remember what I said, some shit, and we start laughing. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, when I was a kid, my sister, she goes, my sister's very, very, like very slick. Like as far as money goes, like she'll have a motherfucker come and fix something, but be like, yo, come by tomorrow and I'll pay you. Having the money there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like she's mad tight grip. So we was talking and shit. And I'm like, yo, I know a couple of people like that. You know what I'm saying? That like motherfuckers would be like, yo, they rather hold on to that shit instead of just pay that nigga already. He finished the shit. So we was laughing about that shit. And we was talking about that shit. And I was like telling him, I'm like, you know, listen, I'm like, Africa is very rich in resources.
You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's very big.
Yeah.
Africa's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. It's bigger than China, bigger than
it's the biggest continent.
Yeah, it's huge.
So now, or is it Asia? And I think
Africa's bigger.
Yeah, Africa's bigger.
Yeah.
So I was telling, I'm like, listen, that country is, the only problem that country has is that there's a lot of conflict amongst different tribes.
Yeah, a lot of tribalism.
Yeah. So I was telling her, so we was watching shit about homosexuality and shit, right? Like I was telling them, and I'm showing her like presidents from, let's say from Uganda, president from this one, president from this, from all of Africa, and they all like,
nah, we ain't having none of that shit over there.
Like, we was laughing, yo. I was just like, I'm like, yo, these dudes are not playing it. They're fighting against GMO being brought to their country.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't want it.
Yeah, no, they protect the resource. They do protect like the resources.
Because you gotta analyze, man. Like I was watching Joe Rogan and they had a video of how niggas be mining for lithium.
Yeah.
Bro, the craziest shit. Like maybe like 1,000 motherfuckers all up on each other digging, looking for lithium to make batteries, to make the electric vehicles.
Wild. That's wild, bro.
So now when you look at that, that's slave labor.
That is slave labor.
So we're saving energy. We're trying to go green, but we're using like basically sweatshops for the lithium.
Now the illest thing is we're getting away from oil, but like look at what they do to Africa with the oil, bro. They used to make them go ahead and get the oil, give it to somebody else, and then they would sell the gas back to them, bro.
But look at that. It's like, yo, that shit came from you, my nigga. Like, why you giving me the shit back? And shit came from you, nigga. Yo, it's just nuts, man. It's like the same way they did the fucking Native Americans. Nigga, they came out here with mirrors.
Yeah.
Niggas came in like, yo, little mirrors, and niggas was looking at each other. Boom, niggas was getting fucking clobbered.
Yeah.
Got took for their land and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like,
did them dirty.
which is, again, having the knowledge of things that others don't know.
Yeah.
Gives you an advantage. That's why they say in the 48 laws of power.
Yep.
They say, never be smarter than the master.
Yeah, never outshine the master.
Yeah.
Never outshine the master.
Even if you're nice, you always play dumb.
Absolutely.
Because that's your advantage. Whenever you want to strike,
yep,
he's gonna expect you to be that dumb.
Yep. Yeah. No, you gotta respect certain things, man. You don't outshine the master. Like you can't. Like if somebody's giving you an opportunity, man, as soon as you get, you can't fucking shit on them. As soon as you get,
Yeah,
you get your shot, bro.
but the thing with that is the way they said that, right, was like, let's say you in a corporate America, right?
Yeah.
You're in corporate America and you work for a company and you've moved up through the ranks and you prepared yourself better than another person, right? Now this position goes up for grabs and it's between you and this person.
Right.
That person's gonna look at you as inferior.
Yeah.
Because he taught you.
Right.
But he doesn't know that behind closed doors you've been polishing you've been honing your skills.
Right.
So by him not having to prepare for that level of what's the word I'm looking for? It's basically like a boxer. Boom.
Right.
Perfect example. There's two boxers. You watch this nigga's all his videos before you fight. All right, yo, he leans into the side, boom.
Yeah.
But now this nigga's in the studio fixing that tell.
Right.
So now you're waiting for that nigga to do that shit so you can lay him out, and it never comes out, and then you get laid out.
Right.
Because you stayed. Your whole game plan was based on that nigga's fucking tell.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what the laws of power is like. Never let anybody know at what level you are mentally, as far as like strategically. It's like the military. The military don't. Their niggas come up with a plan. That they already know these niggas are gonna think we're gonna come in through here, or we're gonna do this, or we're gonna do that.
All war is based on deception. Everything is based on deception. All war is based on deception.
So you have to, and that's the time, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's like, as long as your adversary know more than you, they have an upper hand. Don't necessarily mean they can't lose.
And that's what that was the strategy back then. They would conquer people and then they would move them around.
Yeah.
Like the people that didn't die, they would take them and put them in different places. And that's why we have people that are fucked up that think that they're from here, but they're not really from there. Yeah. They're really from here. And that's how we got to where we are. So you have like this hodgepodge of people and a whole bunch of people that have no understanding and no knowledge of self.
A lot of motherfuckers were traded. You know what I'm saying? In the slave trade. And mind you, slave traders weren't only white, man. There was black slave traders. There was fucking Indian slave traders. There were white slave traders. There was
everybody got into that.
Yeah,
man. It was economy. It was money.
The Portuguese used to fucking have Brazilian slaves.
Right.
You know that's where capoeira came from.
Yep.
They found a way to practice how to fight.
Yeah.
While making it look like a dance, so that the slave master wouldn't know that they was actually practicing a fighting style.
Yeah.
And then boom, one of those kicks will take your fucking head off.
Yo, that shit is crazy. Them kicks is mad hard, bro. You see
that shit comes from, it's like a fucking tidal wave, bro. Them shit it's like mierda.
Yeah.
It's like when that shit hit your face, nigga.
Forget it, you're dead.
Yeah, it's like, yo, niggas laid out over there. Like, boom, put that nigga in the shelf.
Yeah, you get hit with that shit, it's a wrap for you, bro.
Nigga, that shit is like, and if you look at it, Brazil is like a gold mine of fighting.
Yeah, there's a lot of fighters. There's a lot of fighters.
I mean, BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
But like DNA-wise, people from Brazil, people from Venezuela, people from Dominican Republic are all like the same.
Yes.
Like they're like if you get like to their DNA, they all come from the same place. They're all the same.
I believe it.
Yeah.
And it's like you gotta. So these are the things that like we have to keep in mind that we're not fully informed as to what these people have. I mean, we're talking about people that control the world, bro. These people got fucking nuclear reactors and fucking what's that shit called? The particle that particle reactor shit that fuck with DNA and all that.
I'm not familiar with that.
They put that shit. Oh my God, I can't remember.
A particle reactor that fucks with your DNA. What is it? Like scrambles your shit?
Yeah, it's kind of like you ever seen Stranger Things?
Yeah.
You seen that big ass machine that they was using that threw niggas into the upside down or whatever?
Yeah.
That's what they have.
Oh, so it's like the fucking Star Trek shit that fucking like you can fucking teleport somewhere.
But this shit is some real shit. Like oh my God, I'm gonna have to look it up. The CERN.
CERN. That's the shit that got us in a fucking different dimension, bro.
Yeah,
that's the shit that got
CERN,
the Mandela effect right there.
Yeah, they activated it. And that's why all this crazy shit that people were saying that this shit might not, that this is probably an
alternate dimension.
An alternate dimension.
I believe it's an alternate because shit got, after 9/11, this shit got crazy, bro.
And the Mayans warned this shit. They said that life as we know it would change.
Yeah.
And if they even started looking into the calendar and that the year was off. People read that shit wrong.
Right.
Like, bro, like these motherfuckers was getting visited by fucking like higher beings.
Here's the thing though, if we had the capability of artificial intelligence, if there were aliens out there, instead of coming themselves, they would send artificial intelligence, bro. They wouldn't send an actual alien. They would send a fucking robot that looks like a human, my nigga.
But them shits are that's just probably old technology to them niggas. If we just came up with it, it's old technology. We still, we just came out with it.
I understand, but like they would have an even more advanced one that looks like us, is what I'm saying, in artificial intelligence.
They're already amongst us, bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like we got AI that looks like human. Like Zuckerberg is probably like Data.
He's
like
weird.
He's a weird dude. That dude looks like Data from fucking Star Trek, bro. You remember Data?
Nah.
The android that they had on fucking The Next Generation?
Nah.
The nigga used to pilot the fucking ship. He was with fucking Picard and them niggas.
Oh, they had like a weird eye.
Yeah.
No, he does look like that.
He's like Data. He's like that dude.
Yeah. He's a weird dude, man. I was watching a video with him and like his team or whatever the fuck them niggas were. They were behind him.
They all look crazy. They all look crazy.
Yeah, they all look bugged out.
They all got those dead eyes, bro.
Yo, I was like, yo, what's up with these dudes? Like, no soul. Like, soulless. Yeah,
nothing
man.
behind them.
That shit's bugged out. You mentioned that shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. It's like there's a lot of things going on, man. A lot of things that's brewing, man. Like that was like another thing they was talking about how Call of Duty, the video game.
Yep.
They're logging in the abilities of certain, because that shit is kind of, it's like when you go to them when they do like, let's say, flying a plane, they have a simulator and them niggas determine how physically, how your reactions are, your fast muscles twitch and how to this shit to react to certain things.
Yeah.
And that makes you a higher pilot to fly whatever aircraft they're
using that shit to recruit.
So they're doing shit like that to see niggas that are really agile at like war shit.
Yeah.
Bro, it's bugged out, my nigga. Like, I play Call of Duty. I've been playing it Call of Duty and I be smoking niggas in that shit. I'm nasty with the sniper right there. Like running around sniping niggas.
Yeah.
So I'm playing this shit and I'm like, yo, you know what? This shit is kind of bugged out like that.
Right.
That this shit could definitely be like.
You know what's crazy is that a lot of the kids, a little off subject, but a lot of the young kids, like teenagers, a lot of them, you work with special needs kids.
Yeah.
Doesn't it seem like there's more now than when we was growing up, like more kids that are like on the spectrum?
There's more diagnoses.
Right?
Before, niggas used to be at un tigre de jodón.
Yeah, but
now he got ADHD, he's fucking bipolar, he got this shit, he got this other thing.
But the thing is that I know like I'm not trying to lie, but I know like mad people that are like my age that have several kids and at least one of them is kind of like on the spectrum.
It's the food, bro.
And it's like, dog.
Listen, we got to remember, we're fully like, I mean, we got McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King, fucking Popeyes, and DQs, Sonic, fucking Pizza Hut. Everything is there, and we're fast paced. Like, look, we want fast phones. Right. We want to have I want 10 G's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think my car got to be faster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want this, food faster. Everything's fast. I got to work. I got to get this done by this. We've rushed. We're in a rush always. We don't slow down.
Right.
And when you slow down, you feel like, damn, I'm like losing. I'm like wasting time.
Yeah. I'm
a big proponent to that, bro. Like on my days off, I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna stay in bed today. And I wake up and I'm like, it's 8:30 and I wake up and I look at the watch and I'm like, damn, nigga.
I can't stay in bed.
Yeah, I gotta get the fuck out. I gotta do something. I got my day off. Let me fucking do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I feel like, damn, like I'm wasting a day.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Like I don't have the, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't have the, and people say, yo, when you make money, that becomes more prevalent. When you become a person that has money or you have fuck with business,
you can't
you get
still.
less rest.
Yeah, you can't stay still. There's always something to do.
My father's like that. My father owns a whole bunch of properties, and I be calling him and like, yo, why don't you take a day off, man? Go to the beach and enjoy yourself.
Like,
He's like, for what? The beach is always there. And I was like, yeah, nigga, but you not there.
Yeah.
I know the beach is there.
Yeah, but you not there.
But why you not there? You know what I'm saying? But I get it. Like, it's like, yo, like, boom, I got these niggas repairing something over here. If I don't come over here and check what's going on, then they're going to fucking rip me off.
But the shit is that if you're not there, it's not going to come out right también. So you're
that,
like,
I get that. I get it now.
Yeah. Like, you got to have your, even if you're not going to do shit, just you being there is gonna make a difference between that shit coming out right and not being right.
No, my father be on it. My father be like, he's like, yo, sácame eso de ahí. And bota, ven de esto. Y meto la tierra de ahí. Like, he be on it. Because he's like, yo, these niggas ain't gonna be milking me.
Facts, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You dig what I'm saying? Especially in DR, nigga.
Yeah, hell yeah. Them
niggas will milk you, bro.
Hell yeah,
them niggas will be there fucking a week. Brooming up the floor. Like, yo, nigga. You're gonna fucking, le va a borrar fucking diseño al fucking, a la maldita vaina.
It's a fact, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I get it. Like, I understand it, but I also be like, yo, like, you work your whole life to get to a point where you're the boss, you're making money, you could do this. But that's a myth, bro. Like, you never have, look at Elon Musk, for example.
And what is he working for,
That dude
bro?
don't take no time off.
What is he working for? What the fuck is he working for? I don't understand why he works so hard.
World supremacy.
Why is he?
My nigga, just analyze this shit. We got a guy that's worth an obscene amount of money. He owns all these companies. He's young.
Yeah.
The nigga created rockets.
Flamethrowers,
electric cars, flamethrowers.
He wants to make a tunnels and shit.
He's on it.
He wants to send a boom tube. You want to send niggas in a fucking tube across the country. Wow, shit, my nigga.
Listen, I be thinking. I listen to the dude, and I admire his way of thinking.
Yeah.
I know he's got something underlying. There's something weird about the dude.
Yeah,
and I don't know if it's just that he's just weird because he's that smart.
Nah, he got Antichrist
vibes. But he's weird. But I like the way he thinks. I like.
Yeah.
Like, he comes up with shit that makes sense that I could see. You know what I'm saying? Like, multi-leveled highways. That shit to me is like, yo, that's mad smart.
Right.
How much fucking people have to be to bog up all them levels of highway?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially as a nigga like me that got road rage. You know what I'm saying? That shit to me is like an awesome, like, why aren't we doing that?
No more traffic.
Why aren't we doing that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some shit where you get there, boom, and it tells you, level 4, 5, and 6 it's got enough, let's say, 20 out of 20 cars. Level 3, 20 out of 20. Level 4 got 15 out of 20. Okay, let's get on level 4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So boom, I'm flying through this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's dope. Like, the idea is his brain is definitely thinking on some whole different. Yeah. Like, the way he thinks is on a whole different world.
The whole shit is gonna be running off his technology. Your car's gonna get shut down. If you want some fucking rebel shit, you gonna get caught. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we're at that time now.
Yeah.
Like, yo, there's shit that, like, they don't catch a lot of these niggas doing crimes right now because they don't want to be caught. Because they don't want them caught.
Yeah.
The Democrats benefit from them niggas doing all these crimes.
Right.
Because it's pushing their agenda.
As soon as they want to lock that shit down, they can.
Yeah, of course, my nigga. This camera is there. I seen a video of a dude roll up to like some drive-through shit.
Nah, as a matter of fact.
And the nigga gives her the girl a 20, some money, and she opens the thing and opens the drawer. That nigga leaned in, boom, grabbed the whole fucking thing, grabbed all the money from the bottom of the tray, boom, back in the car, boom, took off.
You seen the shit that they passed in New York, right?
Which one?
They passed some shit in New York.
All kind of crazy
they passed some shit in New York where
flag?
Where like you can't fuck, like they're not gonna arrest people and shit like that. Like some shit like close to the shit that they had in Illinois, bro.
Yeah, the fucking purge shit.
Yeah, they doing that shit in New York. In New York, they're doing that shit. Are you crazy? In New York, they're doing that?
And they banned assault weapons, and they banned, you can't have no guns.
Because the bodegueros can't fucking
You can't,
because
blast
niggas is quick to blast a dude. They be like, nah, don't even fuck. You can't even fucking do that shit, bro.
No, you just gotta let them become a victim. You know what I'm saying? And that's the shit that's going on, man. And it's like, yo, like it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Like that's why I was like, yo, we gotta let's get into it right now. All right, we're gonna get into this. We're gonna transition into credit.
Get your shit right.
We're gonna do videos on. We're gonna do a kit that we're gonna be selling with template letters and all this stuff on how to get your credit fixed. For you could fix your own credit, fix your family's credit, versus you contacting me for me to fix it. You know what I mean? That's where you can fix your own credit, do your own thing, fix your family's credit, and make sure everybody's on point. We're gonna be selling these kits. I already started doing the templates, so we're gonna start introducing these into the videos and shit like that, and give you the breakdown on it.
Give you the how-to videos, exactly what to say when they call you, what to ask for, all of that. We're not gonna get into it right now because obviously you got to monetize this thing, but there's certain things that you need to do and you need to say and how to approach. Just know that the law is actually on your side.
Yes.
Because just know that that you do have legal weight and you don't have to feel like you're bullied. Because I remember there was a time when the credit would call you and they would talk greasy to you.
Yeah.
They would be like, yo, you haven't paid this.
Yeah.
You supposed to pay that. And you be scared. You be like, yo, these people are going to come. And honestly, you don't got to take that. They shouldn't even be calling you.
Listen, those companies are not lawyers. Let's get that clear. There is no lawyer that is contacting you to collect the debt. Their companies are made out to look like lawyers, to scare people into paying money, because their job is to collect money, the money on debts that have been sold to them. So we got the more that you repeat that and you make it make sense in your mind, then you'll understand how the system works. I was a person that used to think that, oh my God, yo, I gotta fucking go to court because the fucking lawyer, this fucking that, yo. You don't have to worry about that. These are not lawyers. And you could pay what you want to pay, even if it's $1 a month. As long as you're paying, it's fine. But the way I'm going to teach you, you don't have to pay. Another thing, I'm just going to put this out there so that if you're buying the kit, you know not what not to do. Don't answer calls from any debt collectors. Or better yet, answer the call, but let them know that you want to deal with them through mail correspondence, meaning through mail, through letters. Never speak to them on the phone, because they contact you on a recorded phone line. So everything you say could be used against you. So you never want to have a long conversation and don't ever admit to a debt. Just be like, listen, I don't know what you're talking about, but if it has anything to do with me, send it through the mail. I'm pretty sure you have my address. Send it through the mail, and I'll correspond through the mail. This way, they don't have anything that they could hold over on you. Second, there's laws that have been put into place for you to be able to protect yourself from these people. There's people that, like the worst thing you could do is not talk to these people as far as like correspondence or whatever, like through mail, because then what happens is that the judge automatically assumes that this is your responsibility.
Assumption and guilt.
Exactly. It's good because you never responded. They sent you a letter stating this and this and that. You never responded. So we assume it's your responsibility now, so you got to pay. Another thing, if you had any debt and it was over a certain amount of time, 10 years, or let's say 9 years, don't correspond to it. Like, don't call and admit to it. Just be like, listen, that's not my debt. Because after 10 years, that gets dropped off. That's the statute of limitations on debt. So by you picking up the phone and be like, yeah, I know about that account, I fell on hard times or whatever, you just admit it on a recorded line that that's your debt, which starts the statute of limitation. Meaning, if you already had 9 years without contacting these people, and you just picked up that phone and said that, you just restarted. So now you're back to 0. Now you got to wait another 10 years in order for you to get that removed. Another thing, when you pay a debt collector, you want them to send you everything in writing, and you want them to send you a letter stating that the account was paid in full. Even if you made an agreement to pay partial, you want them to send you a letter stating that the account is paid in full and that they will remove it from your credit report within 30 days. This is very crucial, because even if you pay a debt collector and you pay the account off in full, that could still stay in your credit, and that still hurts your credit, because it was paid, but they have a certain amount of time that they can leave that on your credit report. So these are things that you want to know, like things you want to do before. And these are situations like, let's say I'm going to buy a house, and this thing popped up on my credit, and I'm like, damn, bro, like this fucking people.
Yeah.
Boom. You contact them, be like, listen, I know I owe this money or whatever. Or don't say that. Just be like, listen, I don't owe this money, but I want to get this thing out of my credit report. How much I got to pay? How much can I pay? Or just tell them, listen, let's say it's $300. Listen, if I pay you $100, can you remove this off my credit report? Because I'm in the process of trying to buy a house. And, the most they could say is no. I'm saying whatever. But even if you say you're willing to pay the full amount, make sure that you tell them to send you in writing the amount that they agreed to.
Yep.
And to write and after it's paid, for them to send you. You also want them saying that letter stating, once this amount is paid, this debt will be removed from your credit report within 30 days. This way, this protects you if you have to dispute it. Look, I paid this. Boom, here's my receipt. This is the letter. Boom, I need this taken off. And in 30 days, they got to remove it by law. If not, then you could sue and you'll make some money, couple of G's.
There it is.
You know what I mean? So these are little things that, are good to know. And this goes with medical, student loan, child support, bankruptcies, repossessions,
with student loans too?
Yeah. Well, student loan, you can remove the student loan. It doesn't erase the debt, but you can remove it from your credit report.
Okay. But you still got to pay it back.
You still got to pay it, but it doesn't show in your credit report. So like it won't. Let's say you owe $70,000 in student loans, it won't. That $70,000 won't there. So like if you're going to buy a house, that won't affect your debt to income ratio.
Got it.
It's pretty much invisible.
Makes sense.
You dig what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Now, with that being said, I mean this is a little more advanced. I'm just going to give you a little more pointer. If you have a student loan and it's not defaulted, you're better off leaving that on your credit report, even if you pay a little bit and you owe a lot of money, because what that does is, if let's say you had it for 4 years, 5 years, that 5 years is actually helping your credit profile. Your credit profile is the amount of time that you've had credit. So the way that works is let's say I have 3 credit cards, and each credit card is a year, and then I have a student loan that's 5 years, right? So what they do is they grab 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So the 3 years from the credit card and the 5 from the student loan, right? And they divide that by 4, right? So it was 800, right? So that's
right.
So that's 200.
Yep.
So 200. So that's your so 200 would be 2 years. 2 years would be your what am I talking? Your ratio. You know what I mean? Because they grab the amount of things that you have on your credit showing years, and they divide it by how many years.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
So that's how they calculate. So the less things you have, you want to have things that are older on your credit report, and anything that's new, you really don't want it, because that kind of lowers your profile, your credit profile. Even though it's good, because if you open up a credit card, of course your credit limit increases. It shows that you got good credit, you're good paying, it helps with your building your credit. But in the long run, if you got a lot of, like, there's people that go crazy and go in Old Navy and
get cards from everywhere.
Like these, that's the worst thing you could do.
Getting them fucking store cards is terrible, right?
Thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
with them.
good if you're trying to rebuild your credit. Like if your credit is shot, then it's good.
Kind of. But there's other ways to do it. Like,
listen, if you get the kit, this is going to help you get rid of the things that are bad on your credit report, even late payments and all that stuff. Late payments are the worst thing to have on your credit report, but they can be removed. So, don't apply for store credit, for store cards. That's the worst thing you could do. Those things linger. Like I did it when I first started fixing my credit. And I barely use them, and it's just like every time I see them, it's like an eyesore. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It's like because my credit profile would have been so high had I not gotten these cards. You think what I'm saying? But when you don't know, and you're just trying to like, I just want to build some credit, like boost my. You start applying for nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And not that it's hurting. It's not hurting me. You know what I mean? But it just means I gotta wait a little longer for my credit to fucking go higher. I gotta wait for these cards to get older.
And we're going into a credit heavy reality, man. That's our reality. It's all gonna be based on credit. So, I mean, well, to be in the system, the idea is to be able to get in, operate in the system, but be on your own shit.
Yeah.
That's really what you want to do.
Yes.
You gotta dabble in the system, do what the fuck you gotta do, and then go back to your own shit to where you're living like below the fucking radar. That's the ideal situation.
Look what Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather just bought a property, some property complex, making $300 million a month.
Look at that.
Off credit.
Yeah. Look at that.
So now when you look at it, it's like, okay, boom, people be like, yo, damn, off credit, boom. You're working with money that's not yours. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's say, I don't know how much he spent on this property, but he's making 300 M's a month off of it. So I can only imagine how much the property was worth.
Right.
You know what I mean? But now you think about it and it's like, yo, boom, he bought the shit off credit. So he didn't even have to go he didn't even have to go in his pockets to buy this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is where the credit game kicks in. It's like, yo, boom, like you don't gotta have the money. Your credit speaks for you. Like, yo, listen, I don't got fucking that bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my credit is immaculate. Boom, I'm good at paying.
Then the property's gonna pay for itself. 300 million. You know, it's paying for itself. Exactly. Essentially. He's paying. So
all he got to do with those payments is pay where he got the money from.
Yeah, exactly.
And he still owned the property.
That's the name of the game, right there.
And equity goes up. His equity goes up. Everything goes up. Now he's worth more.
Right.
So these are the things that like there's people that grab their credit cards and go into, let's say, the Nike outlet and rack up, buy all the fucking, let me get fucking 10 pairs of Jordans. Let me get these shits or the new Huaraches or whatever niggas is buying right now.
Right.
And they go and they throw it online, $200. They paid on $180. They sell it for $200. Now, what people don't understand is they're making $20 on each pair of sneakers. People be like, yo, that's not even worth it. Them niggas only making $20. Okay, but what you don't understand is they could be using a card that's collecting points.
Yep.
So they made, let's say, a $5,000 purchase of sneakers. Boom, put it on a card. They're making $20 out of each sneaker, right? Cash. Yeah. And those points are accumulating on that card. And after he sells that shit, he could grab the $180 that he paid for each sneakers, pay the credit card off. So he made a profit, and he got points. Now he's gonna go travel.
Yeah.
Off points.
Yeah, he made $400.
So this is the way you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the way these niggas think. So it's like you just gotta constantly keep it in.
You gotta be on it.
Keep your hustle moving.
You gotta be on it.
Keep it moving. You know what I mean? And that's the mentality. Like I was on what was the shit I was looking at? I was gonna buy the other day before I bought the Mac. I was gonna go apply for Apple Card. I was like, I'll just get the fucking Apple Card and I'll just make payments on it.
Right.
To get a Apple computer, but it's like, yo, what am I gonna do with it after that? I mean, you could buy other things with it. It's like a credit card.
Right.
But it's like, okay, but that's it. Like, I really don't have a use for it after that. And then all that's going to do is affect my credit profile because now I got a new card that I got to let age for my credit profile to go up because my shit's going to go down just because I added a new card.
Right.
And I'm going to get an inquiry, a hard inquiry on my shit, which lowers my credit score.
Yep.
So it's like, yo, is it really worth it? Nah, fuck that. I'm going to just buy the fucking computer cash.
Yeah.
Or I could buy with the credit card and pay the credit card which is the smarter way of doing it. Because boom, I just made a big purchase with my credit card. I got the cash to pay my credit card, and I got points and cash back and whatever rewards the card has. So these are the ways that you got to change your way of thinking. So start thinking this way, where you could just monopolize, you do more with your money. You know what I'm saying? Because
gotta be smart with it.
It's at a point where we're at a point where
we gotta prepare for the reality that you gotta like cover all your bases, man. If you're a man, you got family, you got things, you got goals. You gotta prepare for whatever way this world goes. We don't there's all kinds of shit that's coming out, but we don't know how the fuck this shit is gonna pan out, really. Like, we kind of have an idea, but we don't know, man. I mean, we got fucking AI robots in Massachusetts right now walking around. We got fucking robot dogs running around right now at fucking right up the road, like 40 minutes from here.
Dynamics.
40 minutes from here, they out here experimenting. Shit, Tesla got his AI that can walk. I think it only walks like 20 miles an hour. It doesn't walk that fast, but that's a switch that they can hit,
20
man.
20 miles per hour, man. Nigga, that's fucking pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's a fast walking robot.
Nah,
nigga.
but that's just the one that he made. There's other ones that do backflips and shit like that. So it's like,
So you got nah. We niggas is gonna be dealing with some shit.
Yeah.
Like I be looking at that. Every time I hear about this AI shit, I be thinking of Skynet, my nigga. Where the niggas is when the niggas went back and there was a shootout.
Well, you seen the lady that they stole the Matrix movies from? She wrote the Terminator movies and the Matrix movies.
Oh.
And she said that the Terminator movies is the prequel to the Matrix movies. That John Connor is actually Neo.
Oh, that's ill.
That's ill, right? So if you put them all
again.
together, that shit is like it fucks you up, right?
Make me want to watch that shit again. It's bugged. It's crazy, man. Like I've been there's this thing. That's what I was gonna talk to you about.
Yeah.
There's a thing called Flipper Zero.
Flipper Zero. Okay.
Remember you was talking about my doors be open and niggas like niggas been.
Yeah.
That's how they open it. It's called Flipper Zero. It costs $100 and something. They're sold out, but there's niggas selling it for like $200 on Facebook Marketplace. You could grab this shit and sit in the car next to you, and when you activate your alarm, boom, I scan it, boom, I save it. Right as soon as you walk into the store, I hit it, boom, we'll go into your car and take whatever I gotta take. The same thing with Wi-Fi signals, hotel keys.
Right.
It snatches the thing, so when the people snatch it, beep, the shit records it, boom, you grab it, boom, and you can just walk up to the door, beep, open the shit.
Man,
it's called Flipper Zero.
This digital shit is crazy, man.
Because we got into some shit where it's like we want everything
too easy.
And it's not even easy. We want technology to make us safe. Like, you got to make your own self safe, my nigga. Boom, niggas want I gotta have a key fob so I could locate my car. Like, nigga, remember where the fuck you park your car?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, I don't want to have to be jingling my keys trying to find the fucking key.
Yeah.
Bro, look at the fucking key.
Right.
And you're gonna know which one is your car key.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to have to lock all my doors. Press the button to lock all my doors. Yeah. I could just do it while I'm walking away.
But the thing is that they roll out this technology and we accept it. We don't have to accept what the shit that they roll out, bro.
Yeah.
We can reject the shit if it doesn't benefit us. We can just be like, nah. Like we can be like, nah, we don't want it.
The thing is that it's anything that's new, like this thing now that they're trying to do where they could shut down your car. Anything new that comes out is gonna have this technology.
Yeah.
So even if you don't want it, it's already on there.
The thing
like speed governors.
Yeah.
Like, boom, then shit controls how fast you could go and all this crazy shit. Like, niggas didn't have that shit back in the day when niggas was fucking with Mustangs and Camaros and all that shit.
None of that shit.
Niggas just went whatever fucking speed that car goes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't have no motherfucking government telling you, like, nah, restrict the speed on a vehicle that's not theirs.
Right. Like, you don't own anything. You want
to restrict my speed, then pay for the fucking car.
There you go.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you telling me how fast I could go in my fucking car. Give me a ticket.
The government doesn't own the land. Here's the thing, man. The government is governing the law, basically policing how shit goes, but it doesn't actually own the country. Mm-hmm. It doesn't own the land, bro. The land belongs to the fucking people. You know what I'm saying? It belongs to us collectively. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like,
The law is enforcers of the law in the society that has been created. It's not the land. It's not the law of the land.
The government should have a healthy fear of the people, man. They should be afraid of us.
Definitely.
And the only way that the only way that they can be afraid of us is if we're informed. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not really about having weapons and shit like that. It's about being informed.
And that's where we go back to having the knowledge that the other niggas don't know.
Right.
Makes you powerful.
Exactly.
Like for example, you got top secret documents.
Yep.
That the people don't know about.
Right.
So why is that information top secret where only top government officials could know about it, but not the public? But our money's the one that funds the public, the government, the military, all these things. It's taxpayer money that funds that.
Yeah.
So now, why is that being held from us over fear of how people are going to react to it? Like, let's say UFOs. No, there's no UFOs. There's no UFOs.
Why are they afraid to let us know that there's UFOs? What the fuck can we? What are we gonna do with that information? How is it dangerous for us to know that there's UFOs out there?
The niggas gonna ET from home. Nigga. Listen, man, it's like if you're a nigga that sometimes I overanalyze things. I'm that nigga that wants to know what niggas don't want to know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be in school and niggas be like, yo, if you do this, you're going to get this result. I want to know what happens if I do the other way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me, right? Like, I'm always like, I want to know what's the other way. If I do it the other way, what happens?
Yeah.
Because I know while I'm fucking with it, I'm going to fuck around and find out what happens.
do it the other way.
You know what I'm saying? So, to me, it's like, I've always been that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to find, like they say in Spanish, la quinta pata al gato.
Right.
That's me. The curiosity nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd be telling the teacher one time when I was taking electrical, the teacher was like, if you're working on a screw and the thing, whatever, rub the screwdriver on a magnet, and then the screwdriver becomes magnetized and you can grab the screw and tighten, right?
Right.
So I'm like, okay. So now I go, but how do you take the magnetism off the screwdriver? Afterwards. So the dude starts laughing. He was like, I don't know, rub it against your ass. Right? So we start laughing. I say, nah, but how do you take it off? So he was like, I don't have an answer for that, but boom, we looked it up online.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. So I tell him, I'm like, you gotta beat it with something, and the magnetism goes away. You gotta hit it. You gotta strike it with something, and then the magnetism.
And then it goes away. Yeah.
So he learned something. This was a teacher.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's me, bro. Like, I want to know, like, why is it wired that way?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody did the shit the other way around and figured out that shit wasn't good, so they made it this way, the way to do it.
It's a fact.
Same thing with electrical outlets. By code, the electrical outlet got to be where the ground is on the top. The two plugs are like this, and then the ground, the circle, is on the top.
Yep.
Why? I'm gonna tell you why.
That's a good one.
They realized there was a kid that got electrocuted because the kid was stepping on the shit to look out the window.
Okay.
And the shit came out, and when it came out, the positive and the neutral was out, and he made contact with him and got electrocuted. Oh, you put it the other way around with the ground on top. His foot is on the ground. If it hits that one, it just trips the brake. If it hits that one, it trips the brake. It won't kill him.
All right.
So that's boom. They was like, okay, we got to change that in the laws, in the code, the NEC book. Boom. Okay. So now, by law, if you do any new electrical work, you got to put the outlet this way.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
everything has a reason.
Yep.
So that's why I'm like, yo, I want to know the reason, nigga.
Okay. Why is fucking power going so high? Why is the energy companies charging so much right now? Energy prices are going high, through the roof right now.
You know why?
They killing people right now.
You know why?
They're not even saying shit. They just doing it.
Yeah, you know why?
Why is that?
Because you got the fucking the new Green Deal, the infrastructure shit they're trying to push. They're trying to push this electrical vehicle shit.
Yep.
So by them pushing the electricity high, it's going to lower the consumption of people's home because people's not going to be turning on all the lights like crazy and running all the shit that they normally run because their bill's going to be ridiculously high, which therefore they could channel that electricity to be able to use towards the people who are buying electric vehicles.
So because electric vehicles are using power, that's why.
Because that's what they're pushing.
So go solar.
Look what happened in California. In
Yeah.
California, them niggas was fucking on some. They were shutting people electricity for a certain amount of hours.
If you go solar, you can circumvent that, right? Or no?
Yeah, you can power your house.
You can power your house, right?
You're not gonna power. You're not gonna power your vehicle with it. It's gonna take fucking forever to generate.
But you can power your house.
Yes.
So to power your vehicle, you're still gonna have to be on the grid somehow. You're gonna still have to get power from the grid.
Unless they come up with a way where you could generate more electricity. I mean, it depends how many panels or whatever, how you're gonna generate it. Or if, let's say, you could even do a system where you're storing energy, like on batteries, like car batteries, where you can have a closet just full of marine batteries. A closet full of marine batteries, and what happens is the solar panel charges these batteries, and these batteries store the energy until you plug in your car, and then that electricity that's stored in the batteries will charge your vehicle.
That tells me that if you're sleeping on this, you shouldn't be sleeping right now. That you should be really looking to be energy independent right now.
Yes.
You should be really like gearing and focusing and moving away from being with a major energy provider. You should be right now, if you haven't done your due diligence, you're not looking at an alternative source of energy.
Listen, if you own a property, my nigga, you should be looking into that.
You should be looking, period, right?
Plain and simple.
Period.
Looking into that, looking into fucking they even got some like windmill type shit, but that you could put in homes.
Okay.
They don't generate as much as solar panels,
right?
Because you still like you got to be in an area where there's like either water or some shit where there's constant airflow, highways or something where there's constant air.
Sure.
So that's still kind of premature, but they're making some shit where you can install on the top of your house where it's wind generated.
I heard geothermal. What's
geothermal's good. Geothermal's for heat.
Okay.
So what they do is they dig deep into the ground,
right?
And they get the heat from the core of the earth. And that shit is like dumb hot. And you can heat up your house with that shit. That's the best shit.
But that's only in certain places. Like that shit ain't everywhere.
No, that's everywhere.
You get that shit anywhere?
Yeah. Now, another thing with that is, when you do that, well, obviously you got to get a company to do that shit. That's not just, you're just not going to go over there and start fucking slamming nails into the floor.
Right.
But what they do is they go to a depth.
Right.
And everything that's down there's like hot. So
okay, there's a certain depth,
yeah.
And they just fucking funnel that shit
the same
up.
way with water. Like if you want to you don't want to pay water bill, fucking create a well in your backyard.
Yeah.
Where you could pump water. You could do that yourself. There's niggas on YouTube that grab fucking a pipe, put a handle on it, and grab another pipe and cut like two little things like this, like cut a notch, and they just kept going like this, bringing it down, boom, pushing it down, boom, put with the legs, boom, pushing it down, boom. So they got all the way down. Once it got down and they got water coming out the top, boom, they put a fucking faucet, the thing, boom, and now they got the shit that they could fucking pump water. You got water for the rest of your life for free off the thing. There's nothing but infinite amount of water in the earth.
Right. It's crazy that they charging us for shit that's like infinite, my nigga. It's crazy. If you just got the knowledge and you just do a little bit of work yourself, you're good. You're Gucci.
Listen, right now, a good thing to invest in is a land that has water running through it.
Right.
Coca-Cola bought I don't know how many fucking land with water running through it.
Right.
If they control the water,
yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
But people don't understand. Like, you got to think about all the essentials, all the things that are essential in your life that you need to survive. Water is one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about, how to purify water, how to fucking clean water.
But the biggest assets, honestly, the biggest asset is, you got to have strength of character, right? And you got to be around a community of people that are solid, man.
Yeah, and like-minded.
Yeah, like-minded and solid. If you're around some people that are like-minded and solid, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's on their shit. Everybody's, solid with their shit. Be all right.
And everybody's contributing.
Exactly. No freeloaders.
Like, you can't.
No freeloaders, man.
You can't have a group of people.
No freeloaders.
That don't. Even if it's a person that doesn't have any skills, but is willing to help is crucial. That means a lot.
Yeah.
Like just having a dude that just listen. I don't know how to do anything, but you tell me what to do and show me, and I'll do it.
Yeah.
Those are good people to have.
Yeah.
And this is not. And you got to leave the ego at the door. Like this is not no. I'm the fucking leader, and you got to listen to me.
Yeah.
All that shit that creates conflict, and it creates what's the word I'm looking for? An uncomfortable environment. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to be around that. You don't want to deal with that. You want to create a group of people, kind of like the Amish, bro. The Amish people are like on it, bro.
Yeah.
Amish.
You look at them like they're crazy,
even like those militia niggas, the militias and those homesteading people.
Yeah.
Bro, them people living the best life. People look like I was watching a dude, man. I subscribed to him. This dude built this house. He bought land and built this house. He like chopped up a tree, boom, the shit dropped. He grabs this fucking thing with this thing, boom, and just goes like this, whoop, and takes the bark off the tree.
Yeah.
Then he cuts it, pa pa pa, boom, puts it in a pile. Made a pile. This nigga built a cabin, like a house in the woods. Boom. Then he grabs another thing, boom, bang, cuts another piece, bang.
Right.
Then you see him sitting down, boom, sharpening the axe.
Right.
Then the next day, pa, pa. There's no talking in the whole video. It's just that nigga just doing shit. Yeah. Nigga's forearms are like this big, young dude. Yeah. And he's got like suspenders, like he's on his shit.
He's a burly nigga.
Yeah, so he's on his shit, boom, and he's just like, boom, the nigga throwing, and I'm watching this shit, my girl came there, she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, yo, I'm watching this fucking guy. I've been watching this nigga for like an hour. I don't know what the fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know why I'm watching this nigga for a whole hour, but like, I'm interested in that shit. Like, I like that shit.
Yeah. Now I watch some dudes in fucking Cambodia building houses all the time. They make swimming pools and shit.
Them niggas are, listen, I watch a channel from India and one from Cambodia. The niggas that fuck with electronics and shit. Yeah. They make all kind of like, niggas make CNC machines off fucking scraps that they got. Right. Like, it's like, bro, like, these people are ahead of because they don't have the technology that we have. They have to figure it out. They gotta make it.
They figure it out.
And that's the thing. We become lazy. We've become lazy. We want everything. I rather just buy it.
We lose our imagination, which is our biggest tool. Is our imagination. Is our power of thought, man.
Like sometimes you gotta go back to the basics, man. Yeah. You gotta go back to the basics. Like there's certain things that every person should know. Every person should know how to change a tire. I think that's essential. This goes for women as well. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you're in a situation, and the reason I say women is because sometimes, let's say you have a man and that nigga's not in the country, and let's say he's out of the country, and you catch a flat tire. What do you do in that situation?
Yeah, you gotta make it happen.
Sometimes AAA can't reach you where you are.
You gotta make it happen, sis.
So these are things that are essential. These are things that you should know, that you should automatically know how to do, how to change a tire, how to fucking just there's a million and one things there's things that are essential, things that you should know how to do. You know what I mean? Like, and I see that the more the newer generation, the lesser they get away from knowing these things.
Yeah, well, I mean, they just trying to use them for their raw energy, man. They don't want them to be creative or nothing like that. They want these computers to do everything.
Yeah, like it's like, yo, like you gotta, crazy. Like these are essential things. These are like essential things that you need to know in order to survive in the world. How to keep warm. You're in a car, it's cold. Like, what are you just gonna die? Right. Like, fucking, you should always have like a blanket or something in the back of your car. Like I keep 3 hoodies in the back of my car.
Just in case.
And I got a fucking yoga mat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For what? If I gotta get underneath some shit, boom, and lay down on some shit, I'm not laying on snow.
You there? Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Like these are things that you gotta think about, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got my gis in the trunk of the car as well. That's another layer of shit I could put on.
Right. You gotta be prepared, man. You really do. You gotta prepare yourself for the worst case scenario. Especially the world that we're going into, because they got all this technology and all of this shit. But again, man, we missed the solar flare in 2022, but they said that we're not prepared. That we're not prepared for a really big one. That's what they're saying. A really big one will fuck. They don't even know what the fuck will happen.
Bro, our infrastructure's all fucked up. Niggas been attacking them shits. Yeah. And it's just easy to fucking power shit, to turn niggas' whole shit off. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing, man. Like, people will go into a fucking spiral if they're found without electricity. Like, niggas don't know in the United States what it feels like to be in a power outage for, like, let's say 2 months, a month, no power.
Oh yeah, this shit would get crazy. It would get crazy.
You talk about
no power,
no heat in the winter.
It'd be crazy.
They're gonna have to put martial law, bro.
The projects would be nuts, bro.
No, everywhere would be nuts.
The projects.
Bro, you got people that don't know how to fucking do nothing, bro. They pay for everything.
Yeah. Think about all these single independent women, yo, or it's single independent
feminists?
period, yeah.
The feminists, them bitches are all gonna die. They're all gonna die. Cause they don't got a man. They've been talking shit about men for so long. Nobody wanna fuck with them bitches. And they don't know how to do shit neither, so they're all gonna die.
The only reason they can be feminists is because they have a comfortable life, bro. That was the artificial comfortable life, bro.
That shit ain't comfortable.
Know what I mean?
Let's see how comfortable it gets when the motherfucking power runs out, nigga, and that money means nothing.
Nah, they're gonna be selling they fucking church.
Man, ain't nobody want that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all them bitches look like fucking butchers anyways. I don't know what this fucking.
Yo, this should be killing me, man. When that.
Yeah, man, you gotta fucking like we in a really bad predicament. This country, bro.
Bizarro,
man. Not even the country, the world.
The world is crazy. Yeah, honestly, the countries that are gonna be best prepared to deal with anything that is like third world countries, my nigga, they're not gonna miss a beat, bro. Mm-hmm. Like those countries, they're not gonna miss a fucking beat, my nigga. They're gonna be like business as usual for them.
Listen, I was thinking the other day, I was talking, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I'm like, I took this shit out because I want to fucking. It's a square. So I was looking at the other day. I'm like, yo, DR right now sounds like the best fucking way to go.
DR is beautiful, bro.
My father got a finca.
That's it.
Mad property.
That's all you need.
He got guns. He got security.
You're good. Yeah, he good.
And them niggas over there is not even on that like ready to wild out type shit. Niggas
they chilling. They chilling. They business as usual.
Like, yo, though, and them niggas already know how to deal with power outages, floods.
Yeah.
You see niggas be flooding, the niggas are still smoking hookah with sandals in the water.
Yeah, like nothing.
Niggas like, yo, no fucks given, bro. Nigga, I'm watching video.
Still drinking.
These niggas got waters up to their waist, and the niggas is like this in front of the colmadón and shit, smoking. And the niggas still drinking beers like fucking nigga.
Yeah.
Like, what am I gonna do? Cry? He's like, yeah, so no not. Niggas wash their house with a hose.
Yeah.
The walls. Niggas don't care out there, though. I remember, yo, that was the illest shit, man. When I went to DR the first, not the first time, but when I was already older.
Yeah.
And I seen the motherfuckers cleaning the house. And the lady that cleaned, la trabajadora, she had a hose. And she was spraying the walls and washing the walls.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, nigga. I'm like, niggas using a hose inside the house?
Right.
That shit was like crazy to me, nigga. But then I was just like, yo, this shit's all his fucking cement. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do shit like that.
Yeah.
And then she goes like this, throws the water out. I was like, yo, this shit. But this is like clean.
Yeah, limpio, for real.
So I was like, yo, that shit is dope. Like I definitely.
I think that we in this country we got sold a bill of goods. It's chasing the American dream shit.
That shit is bullshit.
It's a pipe dream, my nigga.
That shit's all bullshit, my nigga.
Get comfortable and enjoy life, bro. That's what it's about.
Tell me who actually is living the American dream.
I don't know not one person really that's really happy, bro. Everybody's fronting on some level.
Listen, you work till you're 65, you retire, and it's almost like 100%. That you either got arthritis, back problems.
It's a fact.
And you die within the first 5 years after you retire.
Yeah. Happens a lot.
You get cancer, you get all kind of shit. Like if you smoke cigarette, you get cancer. All that shit. You got to remember, man, the life that we live, all the poor choices you made when you was younger, you pay for when you get older. So if you was a smoker, you're gonna pay for that shit when you get older. That shit is not gonna just like disappear. Like, oh, nah, he smoked, 30 years ago. No, nigga, you got that shit. Your lungs ain't 100%.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The drinking, the thing, all that shit takes a toll on your body, bro. Like there's certain things that are irreversible. Like you can't reverse it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all these things playing a part. Yo, you worked. I worked. I worked crazy hours. I worked fucking 90 hours last week.
And that shit fucks you up, bro.
Now you're fucking 65 and your back is fucked
That
up.
shit fucks you up.
You got arthritis. Your hands, you got crow's hands.
Yep.
You fucked up. Your body's all fucked up. You're old. You're hurt up. You don't got no dough. Because the retirement money's not even real money, you know what I'm saying? And especially the way the country's going, you might not even have retirement money. So you got to think about all that shit. And then now you're fucked up, you're fat, you're sick, you're sickly.
Yep.
Then it's like, okay, now what? It's 5 years. You got 5 years. That's your 5 years of the American dream. Your 5 years. Then after that, you're done.
So what was it all for?
The rest of the American dream is under dirt.
Yep. And that's it. And people like once the last, what's that quote that they say that you truly don't die until the last person that remembers you dies.
Yes.
That's when you officially die. When the last person that remembers you gone, that's when you're gone.
And niggas forget you quick now.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, that shit
Once you gone, they gotta keep on their life, bro.
Like, yo, ese tigre se murió. Ya, loco.
That's it. It's on to the next. That's all they're gonna give you, though.
Yeah, that's it. It's done.
That's all you get, and it's true.
And this. I mean, we have a ill outlook on death. Like I truly believe that death is that's like peace.
It is peace.
Like you don't worry about nothing.
It's
it's real. This is another conversation I had with my clients, mother. I said I believe that there is life after death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're spiritual and we're in a vessel, and that vessel, dies, but that spirit moves on, right? Why do I know this? Because I fucked around with that spirit box one time.
The Ouija board, not the Ouija board.
No, spirit box.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Okay, you ever seen Ghost Hunters?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Ghost Hunters. They have a box that they could talk to the spirits with.
Okay.
Bro. On my kids went with me. On my kids.
Yeah.
We was in my girl's truck, and my girl's truck in the back got an Italian flag on it.
Right.
And we kept fucking around. Tell us if you could see us. Tell us a thing. Tell us something to let us know that you're thinking. And we heard a voice clearly say, "They're Italians." I swear to God. Listen, we went to the hospital, the state, Eleanor Slater, because my girlfriend used to work there.
Yeah.
All that area right there used to be in like a hospital for the insane, like Chapel View and all that.
Yeah.
My nigga, there's nothing but crazy activity in there. The thing with that is that you get all these people coming in at once. So
you can't make nothing out.
Because they're all trying to talk because you just open up a channel for them to communicate with the living.
Right.
Bro, creepy.
That's fucking bugged out.
So we started fucking like, yo, let's go fucking try that shit, nigga.
Yeah.
Me and her oldest daughter's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Boom, we started looking up the thing, what's the real app that works. They got a whole bunch of fake ones, but they got the real one, like $20-something.
Yeah.
So we put it, boom, we started fucking around.
Yeah.
You gotta find the channel. Bro. They said a lot of things that were accurate. We told them, yo, if you're really there, turn off the lights and turn it back on. They turned off the light, turn it back on. Bro, like that shit. So after that, I realized, yo, this shit is real, my nigga.
Right.
And we had a couple. It was a guy and a girl, and they used to talk like that, like whisper.
Yeah.
I used to call it the whispers.
Okay.
Then we had another guy that we kept talking shit, and the guy said, "Go!" like mad. We was like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. My girl, something like fucked with her.
Yeah.
Because she was like, yo, I feel like, I don't feel good. I feel like crying.
Yeah.
So we left. I told my daughter, yo, pray. Because my daughter like into church.
Yeah.
So she prayed, whatever, boom, and then everything comes out. But nigga, we used to pray before we come into the house. Bro, that shit is real.
Yeah.
So, long story short, I was watching a video. What's the guy's fucking name? The dude that got shot going to a donut thing in Georgia, some shit, or Mississippi, or whatever the fucking thing. He was a rapper. Well, there was a rapper. This guy, I can't remember the name. I can't remember the nigga's name. I don't remember who the rapper, but he went to a donut shop. He had beef with Young Jock. Not Young Jock or whatever the fuck.
Young Thug?
No, not Young Thug.
Young Jock is that Diddy's dude.
No, not him.
Fucking.
Not that weird nigga with the funny hair, dude. No, not him. I don't know why I even mentioned that fucking clown.
It was a
The
clown.
fucking the nigga that got the. Damn, I be forgetting because I don't even be listening to them niggas' music.
Yeah.
But he went to a donut spot in his hometown. He had like a camouflage Lambo.
Okay.
And the owner, the girl that owns the place, contacted the dudes that had beef with him.
Wow.
So they lit this nigga up and killed him in the parking lot of the donut place. A YouTube guy with the spirit box was communicating, and that nigga was telling them all the information from what happened.
Wow.
From the spirit.
Wow, that's crazy.
But they be talking to mad niggas through that shit. Like that dude's got like a big ass following. He pulls mad people's things and start talking to them through the shit.
Wow.
So now the one that he has, the box that he has, is you could tune it. So you could get really tight frequencies where you eliminate a lot of the voices.
Okay.
You just concentrate with one dude. Yo, it's bugged out, bro. So I was always like, yo, I don't believe in that shit.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that shit. So like I used to go into abandoned buildings in the night because I was into graffiti.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, let's go up in here, boom, bro, climb up through some shit, climb through a window, fucking old buildings and shit.
Right.
I've always wanted to get into like an insane asylum or some crazy shit to see the bugged out shit, like go up in there and just be like fucking scavenging through it. And I seen an episode of Ghost Hunters and them niggas did it.
Right.
Right? And it was bugged out. Like when them niggas got their back scratched from some shit. Then the other one was like bugged out, like he stood there like this, and the nigga was like, yo, you alright? He was like, I don't know, I just fucking boom, they gotta get him out of there.
Yeah.
Because them shits fuck with you, they fuck with your energy, they're energy beings.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like if you got a flashlight, your battery will die fast because they use your energy. The cell phones used to die mad quick.
Right.
Using the app.
Okay.
Bugged out. We went to Salem.
Yeah.
Salem, mad activities.
Hell yeah, it's mad activities.
Mad activities in Salem. So we used to go fuck with them like, yo, get to pull the thing, boom, boom, and the nigga turn up and yo, you guys hear them? And they hear the nigga, mad people talking.
Right.
So now when you look at, when you think, so this is real, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't wanted to confirm it. Like I said, I'm the curious nigga.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I want to confirm that shit is real. That shit's real.
Yeah.
So I believe that we're vessels. Once we pass, we move on.
Yeah, I believe that.
If we didn't die in a way that was unsolved,
right,
we move on. If not, then we linger until we figure out what happened. And they say that people always go to the scene of where they died.
Yeah, they stay there.
Their spirit.
The spirit stays there.
Now, I'm gonna go back to when I was younger. In DR, we used to hang out with these two twins. There was two brothers, and their father used to have a bodega, like a colmado, right but in his house, like in the marquesina.
Gotcha.
So you go over there and be like, 10 pesos de arroz y vaina y salchichón or whatever, boom, and they go cut it up, boom, and give you the shit, right? The guy used to smoke a cigar. He was always smoking a cigar. And he was kind of like those old dudes that believed in Trujillo and shit. Like
he one of them niggas.
Yeah. So he was kind of like always, he had a big ass colín. So we used to be like, yo, but we was cool with the sons. We was always over there, and we used to buy Mavi from him and shit, and pan dulce. Well, this man passed away. And after he passed away, people said that they would see him sitting in the front of the store, and you could smell the cigar at night.
That he would still be there.
Yeah. The same shit he used to do when he was alive.
Yeah.
My nigga, his store was here. My father's house was like a Z shape. My father's house was here. This is the closest store to my father's house. We used to go all the way to the other store, nigga, at night.
Yeah, stop fucking with that shit.
Because we wasn't trying to go near that shit. Niggas say you could smell the cigar.
Yeah.
Then I had a childhood friend that's also from DR.
Right. When the others mad shit that happened.
No, this shit is bugged out.
Yeah.
So this nigga, he got caught. His friends pulled up to him, and he jumped in the car with them, and he took off, and la Policía Nacional pulled them over. The car was stolen. So my father went through, because my father's in politics, went and spoke to them and got that nigga released. When he came home, the father was like fucking with that nigga all the time. Tu fucking maldito ladrón, esto lo otro, ladrón. Like kept fucking telling that nigga he was a thief. he would sit in the dinner table. He'd be like, "Get out of my sight! I don't sit down on the table with thieves." Yo, the dude took his life. He hung himself. Hung himself. When the brother came in, the younger brother came in from school, found that nigga hanging. The father got all fucked up over that shit. Yeah. Because he was like, "Yo, I drove that nigga to kill himself."
Yeah.
People say that they ended up leaving the house. They left the house in Jeddah. I don't know where they went to.
Yeah.
But they said that the house was like
haunted, right?
They always had like that presence.
La tristeza, yeah, man. When that's why it's like, gotta be careful how you treat people, man.
Yeah, that energy, man.
Yeah, you gotta
energy,
be careful how you treat
we're
people.
energy beings, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I say it's like, yo, we're energy beings. When you're dealing with the spiritual world, they drain energy. They take energy.
Yeah.
Because that's what they need in order to communicate, to talk to the physical world. Because in order for you to be in the physical world or be acknowledged in the physical world, you got to exalt some sort of energy. They said the Mayans used to do sacrifices because they said that when you kill somebody, a burst of energy pops out of the body.
It does.
And that burst of energy that popped out of the body is what they used to open portals.
There is a burst. Even if you kill you kill a fly, you kill anything, you feel the energy. Yeah. You feel the energy release.
That's right. You ever seen like Avatar?
Yeah.
Okay, the Avatar. I went to go see the new one.
I haven't seen the new one.
Yo, it's pretty good.
It's official? Yeah. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Good. It's kind of ill because I was confusing it with Wakanda, the one you was talking about.
Okay, yeah.
It's kind of similar.
Oh, it's similar to Wakanda?
It's kind of similar.
All
it's
right.
the water people.
Yep.
And the forest people.
All right. So that's the
water
theme right
people
there.
are the new people.
Okay.
All right, and they're fighting the fucking government.
Gotcha.
Right. So, but yeah. Like, it's crazy. Like I was like analyzing that shit, and I'm like, we're energy beings, right? We need energy too. So these people will do these things. Even like when you go into a carpet, you get static shock.
Yep.
Sometimes, right? Because you got all this energy that needs to discharge. You're full of energy.
Yep.
So that's why it creates a static. So they used to open portals by doing sacrifices. That's where these beings will come into and give them the higher intellectual information, how to build pyramids, where to place the pyramids,
right?
How to get the magnetism of the points on the earth to generate electricity inside these. The pyramids in Egypt, them niggas had electricity. They didn't have torches.
Yeah, they had electricity. Fuck yeah. So
now when you analyze that shit, like, this is crazy, bro. When I was younger, I analyzed that shit. I said, how did they have torches in the pyramids? The pyramids have no windows.
Yeah.
The deeper you go, the less air there is.
Yeah, you won't be able to
You can't turn fire with no oxygen.
Yeah.
So there's no way. You see in the movies, the niggas, Indiana Jones, and niggas walking around.
And that shit fucking goes out after, yeah.
So when you analyze that shit, it's like, yo, this shit don't add up.
They had a different technology. Imagine, like, the technology that we have is not the only technology. Like, you could power a city using a whole different form of technology than what we use.
Bro, we could power the city with water.
Right.
With hydropower.
Right.
We have dams.
Right.
All they got to put is something that spins.
Yeah.
Or a whole wall of things spinning, large turbines spinning, and that generates enough electricity to power that city.
Facts. Yeah. We just didn't want to go that route because we can't charge.
No, we could not because we can't charge, because they could still charge you.
Yeah.
But because there's big money in oil.
Right.
And all these other companies.
People have already made investments, and they're not trying to lose their investment. They're trying to lose their money on it.
Same thing with marijuana.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's illegal for me to have to grow it, but it's legal for the state to sell it.
Right. Because they gotta make their money.
Yeah, because they got their money in it.
And that just shows you what the system is, and this is why you have to arm yourself with knowledge. Because at the end of the day, knowledge is the biggest commodity, man. You have to educate yourself, bro.
It's like you gotta pick a book and read sometimes, even things that you might not find interesting, but you will find something that's interesting out of something that you read that you might not think is interesting. Like, listen, it's funny. Like, I'm big right now on law.
Yeah.
There's a book called Black's
Law, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or Bulwer, Bulwer's dictionary.
Yep.
This is the way that lawyers and judges speak.
Yeah.
If you don't know the language, then you bound to fail, bro. You got to know how to defend yourself, how to speak in lawyer and judge language.
This dude says that how he beats, like he goes to court all the time, and how he beats all his cases. That he goes to court with 2 books. Mm-hmm. He goes with the Black's Law Dictionary, and he goes with the Oxford Dictionary. And he asks them, all right, which language are we going to speak? Are we going to speak regular English? Or are we going to speak law English? And usually when you put that in there, they dismiss it right away because if
you're informed.
Because they know, all right, then they know that because if you're a Black's Law, because black means death, means that you're not a real person. You're a dead person. You're like a thing. You're like this box. You're like this.
You're an inept object.
Exactly. So they would have to acknowledge that that's how they look at you, and they don't want to do that. They don't want to acknowledge that you're not a living person. You know what I mean?
Listen, I've been on that heavy, bro. Like I downloaded the PDF. There's like fucking mad pages. But I'm on it. Like the same way I learned the consumer law, I'm gonna start fucking with that.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna start fucking using that shit.
Yeah.
Like I go to court, boom, I don't need no representation. I'm gonna represent myself.
And that's why we make fun of them dudes, them fucking the Moors, and dudes that be rocking the funny hats and shit. But those dudes been on that shit for a minute.
They're not nothing to laugh about.
Nah, they been on it for a minute. They've been on it.
Look at what was it? Like you go to like a lawyer, literally a lawyer gets paid just because he knows that language. He's basically saying the same thing that you would say, but he's saying it in that language.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's all about interpretation of how it's said, how it's expressed.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like I started looking into it because I'm like, yo, I did that case, right? And I had to get a lawyer to do it.
Right.
Because I mean, over here they don't allow you to do it in Rhode Island.
Right.
But I'm like, yo, I could have just done this shit myself and fucking got all the dough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I gotta get a lawyer that I did all the work for?
Yeah, you did everything. He just went in there and presented.
I just gave you, like, here's your case.
Right. That's crazy.
But that's how the system works. If you don't know it, then you're gonna have to pay. You gotta go through the steps. I didn't know it, but I'm gonna know it.
Right.
That's not gonna happen again.
Yep. Because you're a natural person. Because everything, like, you have rights just by being here. Just because because they didn't create you. Like,
you got God-given rights.
Exactly.
Bro.
You were created by something else, and they have to acknowledge that something created you too. That God created you too. That opens up a whole Pandora's box that they don't want to get into.
Yeah.
They don't want to get into any of that.
So it's a lot of things that we don't know. We don't care to research. We don't care to know. Like there's things like, listen, like I don't have an expectation that I'm gonna be going to court anytime soon for any criminal or anything, but it's good to know. Like why not know it? Why should somebody have that knowledge above me?
Right. Exactly.
Like, that nigga knows it, why I can't know it? Like, I was watching the fucking Young Thug trial.
Yeah.
Young lawyer.
Yeah.
On that shit. And I'm just like, yo, this nigga look like a nigga from the block.
And he's representing them.
Yeah. But he knows the language. You know what I'm saying? He went to school and learned the language. But you don't got to go to school, man.
No, you don't.
School is just a building, bro.
Yeah. And it's a hustle now. A lot of those courses are on.
Like, you could sit
online.
down. Like, you could
even though they shut down a lot of things because of Kanye. Remember Kanye put that shit out there. There was a lot of information that was out. Wilding. He spoke too much, man.
Yeah, Kanye was wilding. I was like, yo, this nigga straight bugging. When he said that Hitler shit, I was like, damn, nigga,
he went too far on that.
I was like, damn, nigga.
He went too far.
I was riding with you, my nigga, until you said that Then that nigga had the whole face mask. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga doing?
He went too far. I
was like, man, like, yo, just say that wasn't you under that fucking mask, my nigga.
Yeah, he went too far.
But he's like, shit's crazy, man. Then he got motherfuckers saying that nigga's working for him is like being in a cult. I was like, yo, this wild.
I can see that because he's wild, bro.
He's on some other shit.
I can see that, bro. I can see this. I mean, he showed a porn at a boy. He showed a porn with Kim Kardashian
Where?
At the board meeting in Adidas, my nigga. He said it on Drink Champs. Yo, he's bugged out, bro. Like I fucks him because he tells you the truth. But
Like,
he
you
went too far.
Like, listen, it's crazy, right? Like it's bugged out.
Yeah.
Like I'm a nigga that appreciates truth, no matter how raw it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want, give me the reals. Like
the uncut.
Don't give me no bunch of bullshit. Don't try to
give me the uncut
don't try to
shit.
butter it up.
Yeah.
Make it some other shit. Don't give me a turd or prettied up to make me think of something else. Tell me what it is. So I appreciate that he's that he does that kind of shit, that he's real with it. But it's like, yo, like you have to also know. You gotta know how to play your cards sometimes.
I think
saying shit like Hitler was cool. That was just like, damn.
I think he was just riding on that's what happens when you ride on emotions, man. When you start acting on emotions.
I get
you end up where he's at, bro.
I understand why he said it.
Yeah,
because he's targeting a group of people that
were fucking with. He had beef with them niggas, yo.
So he's like, I'm fucking. I believe in that nigga. Like,
you
know what I'm saying? So I get it, but it's like, yo, you gotta know what you say, bro, because when you say crazy shit, you're gonna lose people in the process.
And the fact of the matter is, in the environment that you're in, everything that you said is getting judged, man. If you say some shit, they're gonna take it, they're gonna twist it, they're gonna flip it around.
And you can't take it back.
You can't take it back. You gotta fucking, then you're gonna have to explain that shit.
And even if you explain, it's already out. It's out in the world.
Yeah.
Like I was watching the guy, what's his name? Shia
LaBeouf.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf. With John Bernthal, the nigga from Walking Dead, Punisher.
Yep.
He's got a show called Real Ones.
Yep.
So I was watching his interview and shit. This nigga got a crazy fucking life.
Shia LaBeouf, he's a real one.
Yeah, he's like a goonie. Like,
yeah, he's a real dude.
So he like checking out with Chicanos and all that shit. But that nigga was talking about like domestic violence and shit that he went through, and like he had like some STDs that he passed to some chick, and
he slapped up one of his girl. I think his girl, he slapped her up and shit.
So he was talking on the shit, right? And I'm watching the shit. I'm like, boom, I'm listening to the thing, and I'm like, damn, this shit's crazy. So one of the things that he said that like struck a match was like, you know, I gotta do good. I gotta do right by my daughter. Because when she gets older, all she gotta do is Google me, and she's gonna see all the fucked up shit that I did.
Yeah.
So I gotta build an image in her mind that's like, yo, this is not my father.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was like, I was going through a lot of things.
That's some real shit. That's some real shit, bro.
It's real. Like it's everything's out there in the open.
Listen, at the end of the day, as a man, our actions gonna be. We're stronger. We're the stronger. Like I don't give a fuck with this new age shit. We're the stronger vessel. Yep. So when we fuck up, the fallout is worse. Mm-hmm. A woman could do the same thing a man does, and it's not gonna be as much of a fallout as when a man does it, because we're the stronger vessel. That's part of it. That's just part of the fucking thing, man. That's part of the fucking package. You can either accept it and be better, or fucking like deny the shit, and you're just gonna be like a fucking whiny little bitch, and nobody's gonna fucking respect you. Seriously, that's what's gonna happen, babe. That's what's gonna happen.
Listen,
you gotta own this shit, man.
Listen, man, it's like that interview was ill. Like I was watching that shit, I'm like, damn, niggas saying some, and it's like, yo, you gotta, you know, sometimes you gotta, as a man, part of being a man is accepting your wrongs.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Accepting your wrongs and moving forward. Like I'm like, it's the hardest thing ever, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the hardest thing to do is accept your wrongs, especially if you a nigga that's what's the word I'm looking for? Like I'm a person, I have my beliefs, and sometimes I get bogged up in that shit where I feel like everybody gotta believe the way I believe.
Yeah, it can't do it.
And it's not right. You know what I'm saying? But like I'd be like,
I understand what you think, because you thought your shit through.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to you. Like, what the fuck? You don't even know what the fuck is going on. I actually did my research. Yeah. So I understand what you're saying.
And I'm a nigga, like, and I'm a dude, like, I'll tell you one thing. Like, if I don't know about something, I'm a nigga that just stays quiet and I'll listen.
Yeah.
I'll absorb it.
Right.
And then, boom, research it.
Yeah.
So I know, this is factual.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So when I get into a confrontation with somebody, even though I'm right, I don't accept no other opinion but that.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't, you know. And I've been working on that. I've been working on that because that's not good.
Yeah.
But it's like everybody has a different outlook on life.
Everybody has different experience.
Exactly.
Everybody has a different experience,
that's the
bro.
word. So now when you analyze that shit, then it's like, damn, like, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta change. I gotta get off that bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my reality. It's not everybody's reality.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, out of being protective, out of being a protector, you try to alienate people, put people in a situation where they can't live to have their own experiences because you're scared of what they could go through because you've been through it.
Right.
Doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna go through that.
It's a fact.
But you want to be like the sponge, like let me not the sponge, the mat to catch you if you fall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta let people fall.
Now they gotta find out for themselves. Sometimes they gotta crack their head by themselves, bro.
And that's my problem. Like it's like it's like damn.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about. I'm not thinking. I'm very passionate about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially things that are like the shit that going on in the world now.
Right.
Like I'm very strong, passionate about it.
Yeah.
And that's good. It's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't allow yourself for other people to input their opinions.
Listen, man, there's certain people in my life that now I understand why they're the same. They're like, before I'd be like, yo, this dude is an asshole. This dude, like I look at that. I used to think to myself, there's people that I'll tell you after. I'm not gonna call out their name right now.
I'm pretty sure I'm in a couple of assholes. I'm in a couple of niggas' lists.
I'm like, yo, this dude is an asshole, yo. What's wrong with this dude? Why is this dude like this dude? But now I understand, like, yo, sometimes you gotta have a little I don't give a fuck. You gotta have just enough, yo. I don't give a fuck about you. It's about me. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm pretty sure I'm a lot of dudes' asshole list.
Yeah.
Because like there's certain things that I don't bend on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I believe this and this is what it is, and like I don't care if that's what you believe in. Like that's not my prerogative. Like I don't believe in it. I don't agree with it, and I'm not fucking with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna run into that with loved ones, and you're gonna alienate yourself from people that genuinely love you, even though you have a difference of opinion.
What I've learned is to not give a fuck, but not share my opinion.
Yes.
That, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck what you do, but I'm not going to tell you that I don't give a fuck. I'm just not going to give a fuck. I'm just going to do me. I'm on that wave, bro.
That's what I need to learn. Like, I'll sit down and argue with you.
Nah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, and I've changed that. I've been changing it. I've been gradually changing it.
Yeah.
Like, I went on Twitter, right? Because I just started fucking with Twitter. Right, and I went on this shit, and some lady put some shit. The Supreme Court or something approved that you could wear your like a Trump hat or some shit. Like it was illegal to wear a Trump hat or whatever. So the lady goes, "Oh, good, because that way we know how stupid or how dumb that person is."
Yeah.
So I was like, what's really dumb is a person that actually judges a person over a hat.
Right. Yeah.
So now, like, I could have just left that alone.
Yeah.
But it was like, nah.
Yeah, you had to say something.
I gotta let you have it.
Yeah.
Because you're basing your whole fucking opinion on a person over a hat.
And you don't, and it's, at the same time though, you can't let the other side run wild.
They
gotta have opposition
like,
too.
You gotta smack it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like, it's like, but sometimes I do it too much.
Yeah. No, I get it. I've been guilty of that too.
You know what I mean? Like I got into arguments with my cousin before about guns and about politics and all this other shit and all this. And I said, yo, my man, like, you come off like an idiot, bro. Like, I don't argue with niggas about shit that I don't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
If you're gonna argue with about something, at least have some fucking facts to back up what you're saying. Don't give me some bullshit that you heard your boy tell you that this other nigga told you that. Like, it means nothing, bro. Have you lived it?
There's a lot of people that say shit just because they feel like they're supposed to say, like they just want to be.
They want to be down.
They want to be part of the fucking conversation.
Yeah, they want to be down.
So they feel like they gotta have something to say.
Like, I posted a picture of Biden. This was a while ago. Biden, in that speech that he did with that nigga had all the red and black background and shit that looked like some old like Darth Vader shit.
Yeah.
And then I put a picture of Hitler, and he's doing the same fucking body gestures that Hitler was doing in the speech. And that nigga went on there and said something and shit. And he was like, yo, I didn't even see the speech. I'm like, hey, my nigga, then why you commenting? You think what I'm saying? Like, yo, my nigga. And I'm good for that. Like, I'm good for like, yo, just shutting it down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, so all right, so then why you talking? Why you on here talking? You think what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, bro, like, I don't hop on your shit to talk about any other shit that you into. You know what I'm saying? Unless I want to, unless it's something that you're tagging me in.
When I was heavy on Facebook, I'm not as heavy now. I'm actually banned right now.
Oh, I don't even go on it. I go on the marketplace, bro.
Yeah, I'm basically on marketplace. That's basically all I do over there. But when I was on it heavy, like during the elections, there was like these people that were always arguing with me. Every time anytime
and they all quiet now.
Yeah, well, I ended up having to block a bunch of people, man. It's like, come on, bro. Like,
I removed the whole bunch.
Yeah, I'm not trying to argue with you online, bro. You know, like, we're not part of each other's lives, dog. Like, you're a dude on the internet, bro. Exactly. I never met you in real life. All we do is like.
And even niggas that I seen in real life, like, nigga, you're not even in my circle, bro. Like, like, you don't even have my number, my nigga.
Facts.
Like, why you hopping on my shit, bro? My nigga, like, yo, go kick rocks, nigga.
Yeah.
You ain't never commented on none of my shit till I posted some shit, and now you want to go and gain some little fucking few points to get shut down. Because if I post something, nigga, I got shit to back that up.
Yeah. If you a male feminist, man, I don't understand it, bro. If you a male feminist,
that's
bro,
shit,
like,
niggas.
Like if you a male feminist,
you a
like,
Simpson, nigga.
Like Simpson. They say you a Simpson.
You know what I'm saying?
You a Simpson.
You a Simpson, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck out of here, man.
Male fucking You like, come on, bro. Like, son. Seriously? Have some self-control, bro. Because honestly, even if you're doing that to think that you're going to get some points to get some pussy, she's not going to respect you. Even if she gives it to you, she's going to regret that shit the next day. Because if you got to go that far, I guarantee you're not going to hit that shit right.
Listen, my nigga. My nigga's he's going to lay down. He's going to lay down.
He's going to be like, take me.
He's going to put his legs up. Like, yo, come on, son. Like, yo, listen, it's yo, bro. Like, there's a shortage.
Damn.
I was reading some shit about testosterone, nigga.
Yeah, man.
Shortage of that shit, man. Niggas is fucking, you know what I'm saying, eating a lot of salads or some shit.
Yo, that ranch dressing, they really are putting plastic in that shit. That shit got estrogen and shit.
That shit crazy.
It's fucking supposed to be like shorten the distance between like your balls and the thing. It makes you fucking gay. Like scientific,
the difference between what?
Like I'm gonna be graphic. The distance between your nuts and your fucking butthole gets fucking smaller.
Oh, that's bugged out.
Yeah, eating that fucking ranch dressing. Stay away from that shit, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm good with that shit.
Stay away from that shit.
I don't even eat salads.
Fuck that, right?
That's just for iguanas and fucking lizards and shit like.
Eat none of that shit.
Yeah, nah. I might eat it with some rice, meat,
that's
beans and shit, like a little side.
I get all my shit from this. I got the fucking drink, man. It has all my fucking all my shit.
I need the fucking name of that shit.
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
We forget after we do the show, though.
I get it to you.
But yeah, nah, like, it's like, man, like, I see it all the time, bro. All the shit that's going on. Like, I see videos and shit. Like, niggas just getting fucking punked off by these chicks.
I seen a video, man. It was kind of, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of laughed at the shit, but I felt sorry for the dude. Like the chick, she put on like females do this thing where like you're supposed to make a big deal because they did some shit in their pumps. You ever seen that shit? Like they wear their heels and they like to move crazy in their heels, and you're supposed to make that shit a big deal. Like I'm not impressed by that shit.
I don't even know what that is.
Like all right, so she's like the chick is in her house. And her man is in the couch, and he's like totally like, he's on the couch like a fucking bitch. Like he's doing one of these on the couch, like legs like that, like Greek he doing like he like this, he's like that on the couch or some shit like that. So he's chilling like that, and she's trying her new fucking crazy 6-inch pumps, and she's athletic. Not gonna lie, she's athletic. So she fucking did like a fucking flip in her pumps, boom, and landed it. And this nigga was like, ah, like he totally went cheerleader mode, like a straight schoolgirl with it, my nigga. And I'm like,
he's gonna be practicing that shit.
I'm like,
yo, my nigga, I haven't even seen that shit. I'm glad I haven't, bro.
But I mean personally, I'm not impressed by like
that shit even being shown at like.
It's like it was like I think it was on like some chick on my Facebook feed had it on her shit, and it was just like one of the it was like on the shit, and but
niggas,
I'm like
word.
Yeah, that's what we on. That's the type of time we're on right now, bro. Like,
yo, it's like we just be doing dumber and dumber shit. Like, we had all kind of shit going on. Niggas is doing the milk crate challenge.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, like what? Like, I'm like, that's what y'all niggas is into.
Well, they did the water. People were saying
the ALS.
Yeah,
ALS
remember, like some dude set himself on fire.
Nah.
Yeah, they did some shit where he was in the bathroom, set themselves on fire. Like,
yeah, nah, niggas is goofy out here, man.
It's crazy.
Like, yo, you niggas ain't got nothing better to do, man, than doing stupid shit trying to get likes. Niggas be wildin', man. I'm fucking tired of this world, nigga, and all this stupid ass nigga. This shit's just full of idiots, man. Straight up,
honestly, the 90s was like the epitome of human civilization, bro.
Yeah, man.
That was like the best time. Well, the 80s was really the shit. The 90s, we thought we was gonna take it to the next level, and then I don't know what the fuck happened with that when the fucking century turned over, bro. That shit went a fucking whole different direction.
A whole different level.
In 2001, bro. That shit went crazy.
That shit is nuts. I knew the shit was fucked up. Listen, I've been saying this shit for years, nigga. I knew shit was gonna get crazy when niggas started talking that party like a rock star, and the nigga came out with tights on.
Yeah. Well, Lil Wayne, I think Lil Wayne's run is what really fucked it up.
Yeah. For like the tights.
Yeah,
the tights and then the chokers.
Yeah, when Lil Wayne,
the painting toenails and fingernails
and the face
shit.
tattoos.
I said, yeah, this shit's going fucking somewhere else, man.
Now you see everybody got face tattoos and shit like that,
this
man.
Fucking stupid, man.
It's bugged out, bro.
My nigga, you better have a good career, nigga. Cause you can't work in no fucking professional field doing that shit.
You can't.
You always look like a fucking convict with that shit in your face.
Look at the fucking degenerate and shit.
Like that shit is goofy, my nigga.
And then niggas, you going and people have jail mentalities and never even been to jail, bro.
Yeah, niggas is idiots.
You never been locked up in your life and you got a jail mentality.
How is that even like a goal?
Like that's how you get your stripes. Like it's a passage of honor that you did some fucking time, bro. Like I don't think you did anything special by getting locked up. First of all, show that you're not good with crime.
Yeah,
exactly.
You dumb. I was just gonna say that.
You're just not good with crimes and shit.
If you got locked up, that means you wasn't good at what you was doing.
Facts.
Straight up.
It's a fact, right? Like
that's not no fucking like badge of honor, nigga.
And then most of the dudes that do go to jail, they come out. And then you hear some shit that it wasn't really what they tell you. Like they was on some fugazi shit. They folded in there.
Niggas up in there holding the next nigga's fucking belt.
All of that.
Like, hold on to this.
All of it.
Yeah, man. Like, listen, man. Most of the niggas that watch this, that are watching this, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some young cats, but most of the people that are watching this I would assume are in our age bracket.
Right.
At this age bracket, this whole like you shouldn't still be living to try to impress other people.
It's a fact.
Like you should be worried about your family and doing better and solidifying a future for your family. Like this is what like all this extra shit that when niggas want to be rappers and like my nigga, if you 50 years old, my nigga 40, if you're 40 nigga and you still trying to become a rapper, my nigga, then you gotta do some soul searching, my nigga. Like you need to sit the fuck down and analyze your fucking life, bro.
Yeah, you're not making that as a rapper. You might fuck around.
Nobody wants to hear that shit.
You might fuck around and put a beat together and sell that shit.
Like what are you gonna be rapping about?
But you're not gonna fucking
problems. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but to your credit,
yeah, like yo, like leave that shit alone, my nigga. Like get into some more realistic shit. Like you should be thinking about investing in shit, getting money, how to establish, how to build a future for your kids, opening up a business. These are the things that you should be concentrating on, not about trying to be super thug of the year and yo niggas still be in the when I go to the block, niggas already know what it is. Like
yo, there's dudes in their 50s right now still scheming, still scheming on it, still scheming on the younger niggas, still mad at the younger niggas because the younger niggas is shiny and shit, and they remember their heyday when they was fucking pumping packs in the projects or whatever. Like let that shit go, bro.
That just shows you. It shows how big of a failure you are, bro. Like if you was doing it, why aren't you in a better position?
It's a fact.
Like if you was that nigga back then you should have been in a better position,
right?
Or you should have had niggas moving shit for you,
right?
Where you could still be an older nigga, but you got niggas putting doing the work for you. Right. You're not even doing that, so that means you was never that nigga.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's, you know what I mean? Like let's be realistic. Yeah. And if you a nigga that you was making moves and you never invested that money to buy a property, to buy homes, to buy this, to buy that, and then got locked up and you didn't do nothing with that money, then you're a bigger failure.
Yeah.
Because that money that you was had, instead of flossing and going to the club and buying bottles and buying big ass chains and cars with rims, you should have been buying properties and opening the businesses. While you're locked up, that shit would have been making you money. So when you come back out, you back on your feet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you move. That's how a real nigga moves. But these niggas is still out here trying to chase that street fame, that popularity, that like, yo, that's that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's my nigga. My nigga's crazy. Like, I don't want to be crazy, nigga.
I don't want to be crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
fuck that.
I don't want to be crazy. There's only one way. There's only one path for crazy niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's either death or the insane asylum.
I want to be smart.
Yeah, I want to be smart. I want to be investing money. I want to be an investor. I want to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
that's what I want to be. A mentor, somebody that niggas can look up to and be like, yo, I want to do what that nigga's doing.
Yeah, no negative.
Not without having to worry about looking over my back, over my shoulder for cops or niggas trying to rob me or crazy shit. That shit is goofy, my nigga. That's a goofy lifestyle. Niggas been caught up in that trap many of years.
Right.
Why we still doing the same shit over and over? Now niggas is dying before they even hit the OG age.
They don't even make it. Don't even make it.
You know what I'm saying? Like yo, the trap, yo, the bando, I got the Draco, and like my nigga, you ain't doing nothing.
Nah,
you ain't doing nothing but getting yourself killed, and the money, nothing. Your mother still living in the fucking hood.
Yeah,
like you niggas is fucking. Y'all got your whole shit all fucked up, man. Niggas gotta change their way of thinking, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem with today's youth and society in itself, and not even youth, even old. There's a lot of you old niggas that's still doing the same shit.
Fact.
It's corny, bro. It's corny. It's a corny way of thinking. It's a corny way to move. Like I don't want to hear niggas. I don't want to hear about some rap album you put out. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't even listen to hip-hop as much as I used to.
I really don't. I'm on some other shit,
yeah, man. Like, that shit don't, like...
Well, hip-hop today is kind of, is corny,
Oh, no. That's... I'm talking about, like...
Yeah.
Like, the niggas that actually still have, like, content. Like, that have lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I barely listen to it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, yo, like... I've been listening to Ransom.
Okay.
Ransom got some fire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you hear some shit later on. Ransom, I've been listening to Ransom, but Ransom has actually shown some growth in his musical skills. Ransom was an ignorant nigga back in the day when he had beef with Joe Budden.
I remember.
That nigga's on some like, yo, this is not me no more, man. I'm doing things now.
Right.
Same thing. I listen to 38 Special.
Okay.
Because him and 38 Special been fucking working together a lot.
Okay.
Them two, I listen to them dudes. I'm not into like the what's this, West Side Gun.
Okay.
I'm not really into his shit because I don't really be understanding what the fuck he's saying in most of his shit. Like
I really fuck with none of this shit that's out there. Like the top, like the Drakes, the J. Cole a little bit. Kendrick, I don't really fuck with.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with none of these new dudes like that, bro.
It's
They weirdos, man.
Like J. Cole, I like. Cause J. Cole still got a little cut. He's cut a little bit. He's still got the cut from our cloth.
Yeah.
Like he knows how to respect, how to be respectful. Like that video where they showed him and Beyonce.
Yeah.
When he seen a thing and the dude leaned in and gave her a kiss, that nigga like gave her daps and gave Jay-Z dap and gave her daps.
Yeah.
That's respectful.
Right.
Like he's like, nah, I'm not crossing that line.
Yeah.
The other nigga took advantage of it. So these are people that are cut from a cloth where it's like, that nigga knows how to move. He knows how to do things. You know what I'm saying? I still listen to like Styles P and shit like that. These are the niggas from our era, you know what I mean? And Styles P is a nigga that's been doing a lot of good work. I mean, he's caught up in a little bit of bullshit right now with this
you seen that shit with Jay? I seen that shit. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then again, you know, he's still human, bro.
I wouldn't get caught up in that shit. I mean, J Hood I mean, he gotta feel a type of way about this shit. Like I understand why J Hood feel a type of way.
I wouldn't even be bothered, man.
I would just let that nigga talk. I would just let that nigga talk his shit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Let him.
He's not a threat. He's not a threat. He's not gonna fucking. That dude. That's like the most exposure he's gonna get off of like anything, bro.
Listen, if you address something,
it's because it bothers you.
Because it bothers you.
Because it bothers. There's some a little bit of truth there.
That's what Matt Hoffa said. He's like, yo, if it wasn't real, or if you didn't feel some sort of way, you wouldn't have addressed it.
There was a little truth to it, man. Yeah. There was. And
it's like, yo, like.
And I fucks with Style P. I fuck with them heavy, bro.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something, man. Like, I like Styles P. I like his music. I like the locks, period. I like their musical content. But business is about, whenever you get into any kind of business, you have to know the ins and outs of it.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna play you the first time.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna play you the first time. What happened to J Hood is what happens to a million. The same thing that happened. It happened to the Locks with P Diddy.
Yep. Happened to Nas. Happened to all of them.
Everybody got to go through that. In order for you to learn the business, you have to learn the hard way. Unless you took your time to learn it before you got into it. And this is what happened to J Hood, and it happens to every other rapper. What happened with J Hood is he should have just, boom, left it alone and moved on. And which, I mean, then again, he was young. You know what I mean? And when you're younger, you don't analyze things the same way. But like me, if I was J Hood, I probably would have been doing the same thing because I would have been at that age bracket.
At that young, he was a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
He was a kid.
Now being older, I would have been like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take that L, but I'm already in the industry now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, I'm gonna run with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got how many other niggas is rapping in the hood that you know that ain't making it?
Fact.
You in with a group of niggas that's got longevity.
Yeah.
That's co-signing you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, you just gotta know how to play your cards, man. Like, yo, just ride out with it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, boom. The more you get into it, your name is known and all that shit, then you create your own lane. But never shit where you eat, bro.
Yeah. But that D Block shit, I mean, it really did start. He was like when they started D Block, he was there with them. Because it was the Locks, and then when D Block came in, that's when J Hood was there.
Yeah.
It's true. That's what happened.
No. There was definitely, and I understand. I believe that all that shit happened. You know what I'm saying?
I think he got.
I believe that the 60 grand shit happened.
I think they did because I think they wasn't really balling like that. So like I could see them like, you know what, we taking care of this dude. We paying his bill, so we just gonna keep this real quick, and we'll get him later, and we'll get him later type shit. He'll get his 60 bands on the road with us.
Like, yo, just fall back. You know what I'm saying? Let him marinate for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we gonna. It's like, yo, it's like both of our bikes, but I keep it in my house.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the Debo.
I could see that, and they probably, you know what, they probably like we're gonna take care of him on the back end, but
which is like, yo, listen.
I could see it happening, bro.
Listen, at the end of the day, man. That's business, bro. Yep. Like if you don't know, if you're not informed before you get into it, you're gonna get played. That's in every business. You buy a house and you didn't do your due diligence to get your own inspector to inspect the house, you're gonna get burnt.
When it comes to business, it doesn't matter. There's no like you gotta know how to draw the line. When the business conversation come up, you gotta fucking have the conversation. Any question that you have, you need to get it answered right then. When the fucking
get it answered in writing.
Exactly. So it's official.
Yeah,
Don't walk away with
don't
shit
do no
and
word of mouth
yeah,
shit.
none of that shit, bro.
You know what
None
I'm
of
saying?
that
Like, I
shit.
want that shit all in paper with my lawyer there.
Yeah, it's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? This is
fact.
how you move. You know what I'm saying? The same way, like you
It's a
can't
fact.
go to a label to get a record deal and use their lawyer.
Yeah.
That lawyer is paid by them, so of course he's gonna look out for their interest instead of yours.
Business is vicious, man. It's the nature of
It happens
business.
to everybody, bro. Everybody gets burned. TLC got burned.
Yeah.
The Locks got burned by Diddy. Fucking the making the band niggas. All them niggas got
Them
burned.
niggas got burnt hard.
Niggas
Yeah.
got walk, the nigga walk like 30 blocks
With a cheesecake.
You know what I'm saying? And now he got nothing to show for it. The niggas like on YouTube still making fucking Dylan or whatever.
Dylan.
I'm like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Them niggas was whack anyways.
Yeah, them niggas was trash.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, like you just gotta get hip to what you're getting involved in, man. You can't jump into a business transaction not knowing the ins and outs of what you're getting involved in.
Do your due diligence, man.
Yeah.
Learn before. Take your time and learn something before you jump in. Do your research. Take some time before you jump into anything where you're just researching and analyzing.
Know the ins and outs, man. Don't just jump into something. And that's what happened. I mean, I get it. A nigga that's in the hood, he's not getting no money. And niggas hit you, be like, yo, we're going to sign you to D Block, we're going to get money. And you see these niggas like, yo, this is the Locks.
Yeah, so you think
you riding, you know what I'm saying? But in the midst of all the glamour and glitz, you got to see what the fuck is your role and what you getting out of it. Like, yo, I need this shit in paper.
Listen, it's the school of hard knocks, and you can't be mesmerized. You can't
be hard. You learned.
And you can't put anybody on a fucking pedestal. Anybody will fuck. Everybody has down days, and if they get like not everybody, nobody's above fucking like taking advantage of you, bro.
Listen,
like, you gotta like be careful. You gotta watch out for yourself.
Listen, there's certain people. Certain L's are beneficial. You know what I'm saying? You go to J Hood now, I bet you J Hood knows his way around it.
Listen, the L has two meanings. The L can either be a loss or a lesson.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same fucking L, bro.
So it's like you boom. He got that little. And okay, let's put it this way. Niggas didn't know who J Hood was till the Locks put him down with D Block, right?
It's a fact.
Okay, they did you dirty or whatever, or who really knows? Nobody really knows. There's always 3 sides to every story. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what really happened? But let's say they did him wrong, bro. You're out there. Like, people know who you are because of these dudes.
Yep.
Just renegotiate your contract. Yo, listen, I'm gonna do a contract for this much amount. Boom, I need this much. Boom, and then we could get back into it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you move forward with it. You know what I'm saying? But going out and dragging the chain and doing all this shit, nigga, they're gonna blackball you, my nigga. Nobody wants to fuck with you. Them niggas got a crazy fan base, and realistically, nobody was fucking with J Hood. Till the Locks put you on.
And nobody want to fuck with a nigga that jump ship, that go from crew to crew.
Yeah, and then be doing wild shit, dragging
no Benedict Arnold type shit.
And it's not an ill, and you're not that ill lyrically.
Nah, he wasn't like that.
You know what
he
I'm
was
saying?
good, but he wasn't like that.